Hey everyone. Hey Shonda. Hey Buttercup. Hey, thank y'all for being first. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How's everyone doing on this Tuesday? Well, afternoon here. This afternoon here. Nice weather today, not hot. Hope everyone is doing good. Hey, Shay Shay, my girl. How are you doing, my love? Happy Tuesday, Miss D, Moss, and chat, and blessings to you too. Hey, hello, Rory D and chat. Hello. How's everyone doing? I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. God gave me another day. So I'm always thankful when God give me another day. I'm always thankful, y'all. Always thankful. Shay, I was you this morning to open book, and you popped up right in my chat. Sure did. I was just talking about. We was talking good about you. That we was. We was talking good about you, girl. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Hello to you too, sis. Hello, Miss D. Oh, you was on vacation, girl. Well, I'm glad you had fun, girl. Because sometimes you got to go out and still handle your real life. You know. Amen. We was on the wake up list this morning. Yes, we was, baby. Yes, we was. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And y'all, you know what? It's crazy because before we get finished with one case, it's always another case popping up, right? And sometimes, y'all, as a content creator, it be so hard to try to keep up with everything. Me and Open Book was talking about that this morning. We try to do the best we can to keep up with certain cases, but sometimes it do be hard. It really do. We trying to keep up with Carmelo, and now this case came out with Nolan. And remember before we was keeping up with Dro case. Oh my God, it just be so much at one time. Good morning, Miss D. Good morning to you too, sis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it does be a lot, y'all. It's not easy. It be a lot. Sometimes I be really, really tired. I really do. Um, so um with the Nolan case, that's a sad situation. I did do a lot of research this morning on that case. But this morning, y'all, we're gonna play a video of this guy. He was in prison before, but he talks about Carmelo Anthony. So we want to hear that, and then if I have time, we're gonna go into Nolan too. I'll do. So just bear with me, and I hope I have time. The world is so evil now. That's why it's overwhelming. Yeah, it is. And I'm trying to do the best I can, y'all, but sometimes it be hard for me to keep up with everything. Sometimes people come in my chat, Miss D, you gonna cover this? Sometimes, y'all, I love to do that, but sometimes it just be overwhelming. Keisha. So I try to do the best I can, y'all, to keep up. Even though, like I said, y'all, I'm not monetized. I do things from my heart. You know what I'm saying? I get up in, bring awareness to these stories and stuff. I do things from my heart. I really, really do. You know, I mean, come on, who you gonna find really not monetized, getting up here 5 days a week, 4 days a week, dropping videos, trying to keep up with what's going on really around the world that's not monetized. Like so y'all know that I really do this from my heart, and the ones that do support me from time to time with the coffee link, I really want to say thank you and I appreciate you. But I do deserve more support sometimes, but I don't get it, so it is what it is you know. But I do appreciate the ones that does um, click the link and the ones that does support me. I do really much appreciate that. So we going to um, hey girl, Hello, hello, hello. And I be tired, y'all, because when I get off, I shower, eat. Y'all, sometimes I sit at my computer desk, but I stopped doing it too much now because my legs were swelling up on me, and my doctor was telling me I'm spending too much time sitting down at the computer. Yeah, so now I put the computer in the bed with me because I do a lot of research on stories that I'm covering. You know what I'm saying? Then me and Open Book, we talk sometime behind the scenes for hours about stories. So I put a lot of work in it. I do. I really do. Because we want to make sure we're not putting out false information. And I love Open Book because she loves to do her research. And if I do some things, I send her some things. She'll send me some things. So we work together as a team. Like I said, me and Open Book been working together as a team for 4 years, almost 5 years. So, yeah, we've been YouTube friends for almost 5 years. Yeah, that's my girl right there. Grand Rising, Miss D. Hi, sis. How are you today? How are you today? Now, I see you back in the chat today. Don't come in here with your shit today. I'm telling you, don't upset me today. Please don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please let me be easy today, cause I see you back in the chat. But be easy. And y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let it be a surprise to y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all will like it. So yeah. So and every day, y'all, my goal is only 5 coffees. If everybody buy one coffee a day, that's 5 coffees. I be having 60, 70, sometimes over 100 people in my chat. And that's all I ask for is 5 coffees a day. That's it. That's all I ask for. Hey Auntie, how are you today? And you all do such great jobs covering the cases. Really appreciate you both. Thank you. We trying to come up with something, both of us together. We was talking about it this morning. She's not gonna be in my chat this morning because she's at work. She have a meeting, so she probably be in after if I still be on. But yeah, we always talk about we trying to come up with something for her people and my people put together. So yeah. Yeah, Open Book. That's my girl right there. And I appreciate that from you, Shonda. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. So we're gonna get into this video. And my goal today is 5 coffees today. One of my moms will be in here soon. Because one of my moms, I know she work from home. So sometimes she comes in when she can. So let's get into what he had to say. He said good things.
And there's nothing to glorify. I just want y'all to know that the feds and the state, they will lose you. They will hide you for the crimes you commit.
Thank you, Sean.
Again, 23 years, 10 Appreciate months, not nothing to shy about. I'm very interested because your shirt brought up a question I haven't asked anybody, which is hydrated water. I never asked about the water in the prison systems. Do y'all is water do y'all just go for like the faucet water, the sink water? How does it taste like in the units you were in? Like, was there ever any issues with the water?
Well, so you got guys that drink out the faucet, but however, we have water on the commissary. Water, like you can buy a 24-pack.
Okay, water bottles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have water fountains in the unit.
Wait, so hold on. Y'all got trash cans to throw them away?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have the trash can and we had a recycle bin where you put the plastic and stuff in.
Okay.
And like when we had cans, you got the part where you can put the cans in there too.
Oh, and so we're gonna still pray for Karmelo. No matter what case we get into, y'all, we still gonna pray for this young man.
They just gotta
keep him in our prayers. So wait, he's going to get his.
Can't you make cans into a weapon?
Yeah.
So what?
Well, see, they know.
Thank you for the support, sis. Thank you.
Like dudes making real weapons. Anybody can you make a little aluminum, you might cut somebody, but they're gonna take somebody off because people got socket and lock. They cutting the beds out. They finding all kind of weapons to make.
Yeah, they're making weapons that will actually do some damage.
Not like a soda can. They ain't really studying that.
All right. Well, I want to have you on this for this conversation right here, man. You know, of course, the last time you came in, we were speaking
sisters.
on the young dude Karmelo Anthony. You gave a lot of interesting takes as far as what's going to go on. Now, I just kind of want to part two it, ask a few more questions in regards to how things work. And again, he's doing state time. You did Fed, but I'm sure there are some similarities. The Feds, they move in cars, right?
Right.
I'm just curious, if Karmelo was from Texas and committed crime and went Fed, he would be in the Texas car or is it a down south car?
Well, it depends. If they're in Beaumont, if they're in Texas, if they whatever in Texas, you're gonna be in a Texas car. But the further you go out, you're gonna be in a dirty south car.
Dirty south car.
So everybody, all the southern states gonna come together.
So when it comes to state, just from your knowledge, it don't move in cars, but it moves like you got to join something.
Well, see, I've been to the state too.
Oh, yeah, you have.
So when I did state time, it's different from today's time because a lot of states now are infested with gangs, Bloods, Crips. Yeah. Like, on the West Coast, of course, that been going on, but like in the South, that wasn't going on. Well, let me say this in Louisiana. Now let me correct, because you still had like some Bloods and Crips like Shreveport way up that way. But in New Orleans, like even when I did state time, you didn't have a lot of gang members. They wasn't throwing it up, was popping and was cracking and all that talk.
Okay, definitely. When it comes to the young kid, is it normally you choosing what you want to be part of, or that whoever that is choosing you? Like, hey, we see you ain't, because again, the kid ain't down with nothing. So
what happens is like when you first go to a prison, you're gonna look to see if you got homeboys, somebody you know,
King,
somebody from your hood.
I appreciate you.
Or somebody that you can.
And I was just saying, I'm gonna play your live after this.
Get there to help you out and show you the way.
I want to play your live after this if you don't mind, because I love your commentary, because I love the way you're not born. I'm gonna say that you're not born. You bring joy, you bring peace, but you tell it the fuck like it is, period. And that's why I love being in your chat. I love your commentary, and keep coming with this commentary, because I really love your commentary. I really, really do. And I don't watch a lot of guys' commentary like that, but I watch yours and I really, really enjoy it. I really do. And I want you to keep going with it. Keep bringing the truth out, bringing the facts out about Karmelo, bringing the facts out about this guy. Nolan, what happened to him? I love it. And keep doing what you're doing, King. Keep doing what you're doing. And I want to say, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
The way.
Yeah.
So
I would say let's skip that part because he has no homeboys.
You never know, because you got people from New Orleans. Remember when Katrina hit everybody? So I had one little youngster, bro. He had wrote me a letter when I was in the Fed. He was like, bro, I got a life sentence because I want to be like you. And he was doing time in Texas. Got a license because you got to keep a lot of people came in Texas acting the fool, and a lot of them in that Texas system. So he may have a few homeboys that's from Louisiana there. However, if he don't, what happens is you got Muslims, Christians, Hebrews. You got different religious groups that will pull him up. Get the little young, come on, brother. They'll try to get him over into the religious side instead of running with these young gang members and getting himself in trouble.
All right. And if no one pulls him to the side and no one brings him in, I'm not saying that's likely to happen, but let's say it does.
Oh, that's gonna happen, and somebody gonna pull him in. Either they try to pull him in for all the wrong reasons. Somebody gonna be at him because they're gonna feel like, he young, fresh meat. Let me go see what's up.
So how does it work in prison when you just say, I want to be left alone? I just want to be left alone.
So you got some guys do that, right? It depends on what level you at. Now I'm gonna speak on Fed because I remember a homeboy.
Thank you, Shay. Love you.
He come to the prison. And he was like, homie, I only got like 5 years. I ain't come for to be on no bull crap. I just want to do my time, go home. So he used to work in the kitchen. So we were like, all right, cool. So we know if somebody bothered him, he not with none of the food.
Okay, so 777. Hey, baby.
Regardless, he got a homeboy. But he was like, man, I don't want to be part of no hood,
okay, thank
homies,
you,
no gang, none of that
you
stuff.
for letting me play
I
it.
just do my time and that's it. We was at a medium custody. Now, in a penitentiary.
Hey, Philly.
You come, man, I'm on man time. I ain't on homie time. All right, cool, go ahead. Now, if you on man time, meaning like you ain't running with the homeboys, what happens is this, because this happened before. He was a guy from Florida. He come out kind of like big guy, but he was like, man, I ain't on that Florida car stuff. I'm a man. I'm on. So all right, Florida come back on, but he started making moves. So he getting commissary, he doing it. So now them wolves watching him. So they pull up on the floor. What's up? That's y'all. They say, man, he by himself. He ain't with us. They robbed him. So you got people in the feds that gonna see you. They see you one of them little sheep that get away from the herd.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Smith.
They're on your top.
So technically, it's probably impossible to just move through your whole bid by yourself on your own time. Like you just said, you were still looking out for old boy that was in the kitchen.
Right.
Even though y'all, no matter what though, but y'all looking out for him. There's no such thing as being left alone, or you pretty much don't get.
Yes, there is. Like I said, depending on what custody you have, because you got camp.
Okay, yeah.
Low, medium, penitentiary. In a penitentiary, you got some old heads, you got some guys that been down so long and they move by themselves. But if something happening, homeboy is gonna come because they're like, okay, he's still from Louisiana, we still gotta help him. It's gonna make us look bad. Yeah. So some guys be having hands-on policy, like you put your hand on one out, homeboy, we ride. So but you got certain dudes, like I know an old head from New Orleans named Jesse K. He walked the yard, he go wherever he want to do it. But he's an old gangster, so people know him, they respect. Blabber, another one.
Yeah.
But Blabber always want to run the car, build the car. He's going to still be part of Louisiana, period. But, or the Dirty South. But you got guys that walk the yard. He like Tim Moffat, he deceased now. He was another, he walked the yard, dude. But a lot of guys, when they see him, they go the other way because they know Fat on some bull crap. He going to be politicking. He want to check your paperwork. You can't must go in the chow hall and sit at the table unless you show your paperwork. Dang. They don't want you sitting at the table if they think you're a rat or you're a rat. Don't sit over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so they're bad at. But for him, so when Karmelo first went to the state prison, he didn't go to population. He went straight to PC.
Do you feel that's a move from the actual penitentiary? Like we have to, that's something that they would do, I'm assuming.
No, that's his choice.
Okay. So you get the choice.
He made a choice. He was like, I'm not about to go and probably be around him guy. I'm about to go stay in his hole back here, get my education, further my education, do all I got to do my appeal. I ain't trying to go out there around him, dude. He was
prepping to go to college.
That's what he about to finish doing that now.
Yeah. Can you finish doing college and stay?
Of course. At one time, the feds used to, well, I'm going to keep talking to the feds. So what happens is this. You can still take college courses, but your family might have to pay for it.
Okay, but as long as there's some money, because I believe there's some money there, they could do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As of right now, they've hired like what they call is the Avengers of appeal attorneys. I've seen the list. It's like 6 of the best who like, they're the coldest in the world, like the world, correct? For an appeal for state, no matter what, no matter how good they are, and because they posted like they see a lot of, missteps in the trial. How quickly have you ever seen an appeal work and someone get out?
Okay, I'm gonna use our situation. So we got sentenced June 24, 1999. And Blabber case got overturned October of 2000.
Oh. Hold on, June.
So that's like a year and some change, like a year and 3 months.
That's not too bad.
Like 3 years, 3 months, 4 months? June, July, August, year and 4 months.
Year and 4 months. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, So technically, if these guys as good as they are, he could come home.
He come home faster. Like, see, this is what happens is this. And I've seen it to court say, you better not, if you file something else, man, we're going to bar you and we're going to charge you. So you got people that be filing frivolous motion, just filing, hey, what about this? Putting it in court. The court be like, man, get out of here, beat it now. So you got a lot of people that flood the courts. So sometimes when the courts are flooded, then it takes a little longer for your appeal. You want to get answered. And then you have the guys that file pro se, meaning they file, like say for instance, we in here and I do my own research, I file my motion, send it to the court. So I'm filing pro se, I'm acting as my own attorney.
Okay, so what does pro se mean?
Pro se, yeah, it means like you filing. So the court sometimes don't like to respect that because they feel like we went to school for this, they got the law, but now you a criminal, you ain't got it is, and you put this brief together so perfect, like an attorney, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes the courts will try to push it to the side, make you hold up. Prime example. The guy in Louisiana, he just ran for clerk of court. He won. But then the governor and people, whoever down there said, we don't need that position no more. We're going to just deal with one person. So this man won. Yeah, they got rid of the spot.
Damn.
Man ran for the spot, had people campaigning, won it rightfully because he did time and then go to the, nah, we don't want
Yeah, we don't need the spot no more. The job is that.
So he's saying, y'all, it may not take long for Karmelo appeal. Maybe again some change. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
The prison felt like they had won because they know sometimes when you file a motion, the clerk might throw it away or push it to the side on file. You still know it'd be all kind of bored with them clerks.
Oh man.
So that man won. Man, I can't think of that man's name, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, he won it. He won it fair and square. And them people say, "Nah, we ain't no longer have this position no more." Man.
And again, just for education purposes, when you are successful in appeal, that just gives you a new trial.
It depends on what you win in an appeal, because sometimes you might just you could win a trial. Yeah, you get your conviction overturned, get a new sentencing phase. It depends what you argue.
Okay, so
might get something
you could get acquitted fully. You could get a new trial, or just even your sentence reduced.
Yeah, it depends on what are you arguing.
What do you feel they should be trying to appeal, just from your knowledge of his situation?
The conviction, the charge itself, because they get him in first degree murder, 35 years. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you had something, you used that weapon, right?
Yeah.
Don't get a man no first degree murder, get him manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, give him something lower than that. Because our life is taken, okay. But it's not like he plotted, okay, this big guy here, he too big, I don't like him, I'm gonna get him tomorrow.
Yeah. Right, facts.
He didn't.
Yeah, it's wild they even was able to get that off.
Yeah, so that's something they need to be fighting.
So appealing the conviction is more so just trying to get the sentence reduced to change the charge. It's not gonna get him free, because technically,
I mean, he can become free if they show more evidence showing, like, take it out, move that venue, put it in some people who are gonna be fair.
Yeah.
And then stop showing us this blurry video that's been going around. Can't even see that he got somebody outline, oh, that's him up there. Well, all right, what he doing up there? We need to see the exact. So they playing these crackhead games with us too.
Of course, he didn't testify. Looking at how the sentencing ruled out and everything that happened, should he have testified, and would it have mattered in sentencing?
Well, that wouldn't have mattered with them folk right there. No, that wouldn't have mattered at all.
He's kind of a child, though. Don't you think there's still people that look at children.
Okay, well, they can still look at him how they looked at him from the sideline and still down.
Where they gave, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have helped him in that case. However, maybe his lawyer might have told him, don't get on the stand, right? And that made him look guilty. Like, you innocent, you ain't never been convicted, get on the stand.
Yeah,
get on up there and tell what happened. This is what happened. They boy bullying me, come mess with me, tell me, give him on a tent that I ain't bothering them. So they didn't say the guy jumped on and hit him and he had bruises on him.
Yeah, no. The brother didn't take the stand, so Karmelo didn't take the stand. You looking at it, just you from your knowledge, would you have told him to take the stand if he had a bad past?
No, indeed, because I did that goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, so I got on stand and me and Blabber said it's a hearing. I thought I was going to be slick and try to bad. The people had me all to the trick bag. All kinds. Say, Blabber, sit there like you big dummy.
Can you ask to get off? Like, can you be like, I'm done? Can you just get like, hey, this was a mistake. Can you just call it quits?
Bro, that wasn't that, bro. Listen, for all y'all out there who committing these crimes, and I know this is going to be a far reach for me to ask you guys, but if y'all out there committing them crimes, please take at least one day out the week to go to the library. They got a bunch of free libraries all around. You got to know the law, study the law, because these people, this is what they do for a living. They get paid to do this. When we think we get in the jail, go to research stuff, thinking we could be slick, when people be on your top, man, them people, man, they told me up, bro.
Oh, man.
I try to get on that stat and try. Look, I don't know nothing about them guns. I don't know nothing about that. They said, well, what about the gun? You better get to some girls to go back to Tennessee. There was some other guns, not them guns.
That was a different situation.
Yeah,
that don't
say, bro. Them people bad. They told me up, bro.
How often do laws change?
A lot. Laws change. Man, so this is the thing. Laws change a lot. But the problem be they don't make it retroactive right away. Mm. So they'll change the law, and they'll be like, all right, it start from here on. Like, what you mean start from here on? What about all us that got affected by this same stuff y'all changing right now? So they play them games in the Fed too.
Shonda, I seen that. One of my supporters just sent me that. We're going to talk about that as soon as I finish this. Yeah, I seen that too. And I did listen to that video.
Oh, we don't want the people to flood the courts. Or they'll do this too. Like when they came with the 2-level drug reduction in 2014. So they passed it. So they made it retroactive for everybody. But they say it's not going to take effect until November of 15, the next year.
Yeah.
They get everybody get set up, get the probation officer, get everybody, get the people. Wait.
No, please.
Hey, I'm doing an interview right now. Hello? You heard me?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I'm doing an interview with a Joker prison story right quick. That's why I asked you the first time. But you saw I put it up when I edited, like you told me, huh?
I'll hit you back later.
All right. And when I finish, I'm gonna text you or call you. All right, bro. Yeah.
So when a law does change, and let's say somebody's always in that law library, is it during like election season, or like it's just I know there's a time where laws is passed.
Like around you know what? I'm thinking about Supreme Court when they rule on stuff. Right, man, Joke, I've been out here 4 years since I forgot about a lot.
That's good. That's when you know you've been out.
But let me say, what this is they to do, right? So back in the day, we had the books. So you had to go shepherdize. You got to get these books and get the right book at the last day and go look at the pages, right? Then them people got caught up with technology and we got computers. Then they got even fancy for us. They put the computers in the unit. So you didn't have to go walk down to the law library. You could come and go to the computer in the unit and get on there.
Like a laptop or actual?
Oh, well, it's a screen. Like, see how that screen right there?
Yeah.
So they would have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 computers in the unit. 3 right here where you could email your people. And there was a law library one, and it was, I think all of them you could plug your MP3 on there and download music. So you get the email. Only thing I didn't like too about that is it take an hour. You email your people an hour for them to get it, and they email the hour back and all that other stuff.
Yeah, what kind of slow?
Man, bro. But,
AOL.
Yeah, but the thing, and then they had this other thing, these people come out with text service. So you pay them so much a month where you get a text number, you can text your people straight to their phone. Yes. And they get it, so you don't like, say if it's that we lock it down at 9:30. So I'm gonna hit my girl about 8 o'clock. So she can get that, or maybe 7:30. So I forgot I had a down pat where before I lock down, I need a good night text. I don't get that good night text. I'm in my feelings.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to go.
I'm like, man, you couldn't text me.
Come on.
So
technology is a fool.
Yeah, man. Bro. But then the SAS started getting on. They started. Y'all don't had them to text down numbers and all. They start getting on writing people's shots.
And I'm curious just for you because you went in the early '90s. What technology? Late 90s. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. What technology was changing as you was in there? Did you see like when the TVs were the big bulky TVs and went to flat screens?
Yeah, we had the TV with the little fat part in the back. You know that fat one? Yeah, we had that at first.
Then one day you seen somebody coming up there changing it to.
Then they came in the unit with some boxes. You were like, what the world? They got some flat screen. I said, flat screen? What the? So the TV was skinny now. We had the fat TVs up there on the little stand. But then they came with them little. And then we had the little like 32, and then it came with some bigger ones like 40. So we like, okay.
It looked better.
Yeah. And then we had the CNN. This was supposed to these white guys were trying to make it a Fox, but these black guys wasn't going for it. So they made the CNN, what you call it, miscellaneous TV where you watch everything, the Latino, Spanish TV over here. Then you had the BET TV right here. You had the sports TV, and you had the white TV.
Oh, it sounds kind of close. Like, what do you got? Headphones or something?
Yeah, don't play out. Yeah, you got to have your headphones and get your radio. You got to have your radio.
Okay.
And you.
No, Sean. Are you talking about the 4-year-old little girl that went missing and they locked the mom and dad up? Is you talking about that one? Because I think I seen that. this week that they locked the mom and dad up. And then I seen another one where they're looking for an 18-month-old baby. They try to say the baby walked out of the house when there was 6 people in the house. Tell me which one you talking about.
And they're going to have like 93.2.
Oh, yeah, I seen that, yeah.
This might be 88.7.
For the radio frequency to hear the TV.
Yes, to hear the TV, yeah.
And the radio, I'm assuming, only gets so loud.
Well, the radio is plugged your headphones.
Oh, damn. So, okay, hold on. Break this down.
All right.
So you have to have headphones.
Yeah.
Where you get that from? Commissary?
All that from commissary.
All right, you get the headphones, then the radio that lets you. So it's really silent in there.
Yeah, it's quiet. And you gotta hear what's going on.
Somebody might say something. No, hell no, but that's because.
But if you're in your cell, you can hear if a football game on or something, and people holler, you know what that way, yeah, boy, son, because you gonna hear the reaction from you can be in your cell, you gonna hear the reaction. But to hear the game, you have to have a headphone or whatever on your head.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. As far as the visitation from people watch on the shows and the movies, the glass, sit there, pick up the phone,
not in the feds.
Yeah, how does that? What was that?
We right here, touch visit.
Touch visit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they locked the mom and dad up, but I had a feeling in the beginning that the mom and dad had something to do with that, and I also had a feeling that that baby was missing for over quite some time, and she was. And what I felt was true. That baby did not go missing the day that they called that police. That baby was missing already, and they lied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They allowed touching?
Huh? Yes, of course. Yes.
So your wife come
visit? I slept in the bathroom one time and had sex.
How does that work? You got to, boss, you raise your hand? And
No. So just listen, let me show you something. All right, they had 3 guards. And I peeped it, right? One seal will go to the back. Like when you coming from the compound, you got to go in the back here where the toilets and all of that. When you coming from your unit, like they been called tell where you got to visit. So when I knew my people was coming that day, I'd rather be chilling. When I hear that phone ring, now I'm locked in on the CO office because I'm waiting to, William, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So they call you, right? William, all right, what's up? Visit, let you out the door, open the gate. Boom, you walk up the wall. And then you go up there to the visitation room. When you go in there, you're going to go in this back room back there where they're going to make you strip. Because they want to make sure you ain't bringing nothing into the visitor room either. You don't have to be bringing a weapon, try to harm the girl she cheated on, you might go butcher. So they go search you going in the visitor room.
Yeah.
So when you go in there, you sit down in the chair, she sit down right in front of you, all on side you. She have your food out there and all that stuff.
Okay. Oh, she could bring you meals.
No. Well, they got the vending machine. You go buy the food at the thing. At one time, they said, let us walk to the door. Then they started saying, no, you stay down, sit down, let her go. Go, whatever, go get the food, soda, and all that. Now, in the medium, they got patios where you go out on the patio. So there's this lady, man. I don't know if she retired now, but she would say, this 12 minutes left, y'all, before the visitor went. So she was like, them on me. So she'll turn the cameras off. So if they didn't have children in there or running around or whatever, dudes would go by the soda machine, catch their cut, get their girl with the dress on.
The guard will say 12 more minutes and let y'all know.
This one on me. And
one on me. Yeah, y'all look out for her? Yo, do people look out for her?
No, because they can't accept nothing from inmates. But you got, she's just one of the women, like they had one woman.
She cares.
Right, she know people been locked. So they had one dude, he from Savannah. He home now, he had 35 years. He just ain't care. It'd be like so many years ago, he just get up, go in the bathroom, and he'd just come out there, catch him, and he'd go to the hole, whatever. But man, I need to get
it work.
Yeah, he just ain't care, bro.
Damn.
But yeah, so when I got to U.S. People Query, man, I had this white female on my visiting list. I forgot what I went through so much stuff with the people. So when they grant me my visit, they made me sit on the front row. Cause see, like in the penitentiary, or something.
Yeah, something.
See something. Committing a crime, getting away with it. And we realized later when we go to jail, yeah, I got children. Don't give me all that life. Don't give me all that time. Yeah, now we want to put the children involved. You know?
Got to.
So,
and most people commit crimes because they have children.
To try to help support the children. But let me just say this here though. I don't. Now I heard you say, but Joker, I might give you a 1%. Majority of the people that's committing crime that have children, they really doing it for themselves because they want to keep their image up. They want to come out and stunt. Because plenty of time the baby might be like, your baby needs some Pam, your baby needs some pablum and all this kind of milk and stuff. And them dude, man, I'm gonna get it, girl. But they got on a fresh pair of ballots, some Jabos and a polo shirt. So a lot of them don't be committing crime for their children. That's a lie. Okay. They commit crime to keep themselves up, and some of them commit their habits. I mean, to help support their habit and stuff.
All right, I just pulled it up. It says, this Father's Day, 46 fathers inside Angola were given a full day with their sons on the grounds, a full day.
Now, this another thing. I believe it might have was 46 people who were trustees or something.
So it's the level of what they...
Yeah, because Diesel used to work, was living in a camp where he could go all around, drive, and move. So, yeah, that was crazy. But them dudes, they be in there forever and a day, and they letting them be around all these animals. But then sometimes them pets could be their therapy too. They could play with the dog, talk to the dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just help you get through.
Yeah, everybody, you got maybe 1-2% that don't have that sick mind, want to hump the dog.
That 1 or 2%.
He might be like, he rubbing all
get the
on
plan to get the feeling away.
Yeah, come here. You know what I'm saying? But,
All right. The last thing I want to ask, as far as in regards to the Carmelo Anthony thing, the appeal that he's about to try to go through, is it normal for your lawyer who fought your case for you, and most people who's trying to fight an appeal, that means they lost the case? Is it normal to keep the same lawyer to fight your appeals, or is it always better and smarter to get a whole new set of eyes on it?
See, once again, I'm gonna speak for the Fed. The thing is, 9 times out of 10, you don't want the same attorney because you want to file ineffective assistance of counsel. Meaning, like, this lawyer was ineffective, he didn't file, he or she didn't raise
no
this
motions,
right. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy you said it, because my son wanted a new attorney, and I spoke with his attorney with the trial. His attorney with the trial was like, well, man, I think it'd be better that if I filed the appeal, because I was in trial, I knew what happened, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, he got a good point too. So, yeah, that's what we're going through right now.
Got it. Yeah, okay, then definitely.
But people usually want to get a fresh attorney because they want to file the ineffective on that attorney.
And how many inmates do you feel that be in that law library that wants to file the appeal themselves and then, go through them all this hell, go through the whole court again themselves because they feel that they learned enough to do a better job than the lawyer they hired, the court appointed or whatever?
I will say this. I know some of the lawyers are going to be mad when I say this. Some of the best lawyers are in jail because of this. Think about this. So the lawyers on the street, some of them, not all of them, some of them be friends with the prosecutor, be friends with the judge. I remember one time I was talking to my attorney and I was like, man, listen, I wasn't no ball for the CCE. And he said, man, well, when I go to dinner tonight with Liz, I'll tell her what you said. I said, they be going to dinner? We going to dinner tonight? So, and then some of them,
okay, y'all heard what he said. They be friends. Them lawyers be friends with the prosecutors and all of that. And I believe that's what happened in this case with Karmelo. They was all friends. I believe that.
Be married and go girlfriend, boy, they got all kind of stuff going on with them lawyers. But now the jailhouse lawyers, they be so mad that the people didn't give them all this time, so they trying to fight and help. And that's always tell dudes, it's crazy how you got jailhouse lawyer, they can get everybody out but themselves. But
they in there, they've been in it forever. They know everything.
But a lot of them will fight for you because they be so mad with the government. It's like, as long as they got a win is a win.
So can an inmate
both can be crazy? All depends on what state he's in. Shay.
Fight his new trial for, like,
all of them. A lot of them.
He's incarcerated, but I want to. I need him.
So. Oh, you saying to come back to court?
Yeah, to go back to court.
No,
my son was in state, but my son didn't have no problems. All that stuff, people talking that they do essay to people and all. My son didn't have no problem with none of that. None of that. Okay? Because my son was not afraid of no motherfucking body. He wasn't going in there and letting nobody take him over and all of that shit. My son was, my son did his years and he came home and he ain't had no problem with none of that shit. Okay? That's why I said all that stuff they were saying about Karmelo. Like, yeah, we know he young. You know what I'm saying? But you got some young boys out here that go to prison that doesn't know the prison life. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they're gonna let you take them over neither and talk shit to them. My son did his time and he came home. My son is a truck driver now. He's engaged to his fiance now. She worked in a state prison. You know, my son drives trucks now. He's doing very well for himself. You know, he got a beautiful daughter. You know, he learned his lesson. You know, but he still was able to come home and do great for himself. He did very great for himself. But my son didn't have no problem. My son never had a fight in there. None of that. Never had a fight. My son stood on business in that motherfucker. And that was period.
We're about to fight this.
I've never seen that. Now,
two inmates helping each other out.
No, I know they could file in the jailhouse. He put all the brief, but when he go to court, they're gonna appoint him an attorney.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't never seen no dude leave the jail too.
Put a suit on it.
I'm with him, and I ain't never see that. I ain't never.
He's out with him.
And I said it might can't happen now, but I've never seen it. I know for a lawsuit, my homie Henry Dillon was gonna go back to court with the guy because he didn't want to put the brief together. He was gonna go back to argue some stuff for him.
Okay.
But that was for a lawsuit. Now, criminal case, I don't know.
All right, well, Gangsta, I just want to get your take on this real quick, man. We normally do these prison stories not to glorify. We only want to try to educate, and you have 23 years and 10 months of education.
That's right.
For this one, I don't want you to talk to the people that haven't been in prison. I want you to right now, if you don't mind, talk to people that has done their time and got out like you. You didn't been out 4 years now. You're almost free and clear. 4 years, 6 months. Yeah, let's not forget. You're almost free and clear, in which, Godspeed on that. Please talk to the people that has done their time and out here kind of like lost because they feel like they have, that felon on their jacket or that time and ain't nobody giving them a chance. If you don't mind, speak to them as far as what they need to be doing to stay out of prison and not get down with recidivism.
Okay, my bad. First, it was 4 years and 5 months so July 3rd would be 6 months. So, and I always tell people this is what I'm about to tell people, and sometimes I don't be had. I got to work on the patience. Mm-hmm. You got to, for the people who got out of prison, you got to have patience.
Facts.
We so used to getting stuff so fast, bro, to where we get impatient, and then we run back to that block, and we don't know who in the investigation. We don't know what's already going on that block or whoever you're getting drugged from. Before you know, you're back and caught up with a new indictment. It's all about patience, number one. Number two, just like I tell people in prison, see that tape? See my hands? See how I go to the side, put your pride to the side and ask somebody for help.
That's true.
There's a lot of people out here that will help, but you just got to ask the people for help. Some are going to turn you down. It depends on what you're asking for, because a lot of y'all be asking for
they go big.
Yeah, a lot of y'all be asking for a house, a car, and all that, and people don't be having like that. But if you got
and then some states that you stay in, that when you come out of prison, they have programs that will help you out, to start getting on your feet with, jobs and certain things like that. They help you get your birth certificate if you need your social security card. So it all depends on what state you are, that they do have programs that will assist you and start helping you, do little things and stuff. Hey sis, good afternoon. So, if you want to do better, it is better things out here that, you can sign up for, because like you said, you don't want to get with the wrong people and go back to prison and stuff like that. You don't want that. When you go to prison and spend so much time, when you come home, things in the world have changed. Things is not the same. It is really not the same. Everything have changed. And we see how things done changed, and we ain't even been to prison, and we see how things done changed out here.
A business plan, a business idea, reach out, ask people. Not saying people gonna always help you or reach out, but it's always good to ask because you never know. Somebody might be in a position to help you, but it's always about patience, and you got to realize this. No matter if you're done 1 day in jail, just remember, you don't want to go to jail, so think before you move. You got to think. A lot of us just rush into stuff and we get caught up and jammed up.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Definitely
That's
do that.
A fact.
I'm curious for yourself. How much of you were itching right when you got out to get back to the streets and maybe get back active, or were you done once you walked out them doors? You're like, I'm done with those type of activities that got me in here.
That ain't much. Let me tell you what's crazy. Going to the street didn't cross my mind. My mind was on, am I gonna get a CMR check? Cash money.
I'm here, baby.
Yeah.
I'm out.
My mind was nowhere on going back because see, I knew this. The guys I with people were dead in jail, old.
Yeah.
And I know the little children running the streets now because I always kept my ear to the street. What's going on? Who doing what? So I knew what was going on. So going to the streets, and then I'm already scared. Like I said, I don't know who, what. The drugs ain't the same. I don't know who got it. Where am I going to sell that? Ain't no more Magnolia. That's over with, bro. So I'm like, that was nowhere on my mind.
DC was smart when he came
my mind
on.
was on. I'm going to get this check from Stunner, and I'm about to go and so I had a business plan when I come home.
Yeah.
The girl I was living out in Fort Worth, she had stole my business plan when I left her house. I was just trying to get up out of here. She stole my business plan.
Damn.
I had some nice stuff. She gave it back to me. Maybe like
she made some copies. Maybe she made some copies.
May have, but man, I had
did she act on that business? Do you know if she?
No, she did because I don't know. I never seen it out, the apps and all that, the ideas what I had. And I reached out to a guy because he did the logo for me and all that too, to start on the app. But I had just abandoned the project I got out here because we in jail, bro. We have so many ideas, so much stuff we want to do.
And you're able to write it down and keep a folder, man. I'm assuming, and like
color it, make it look so pretty and neat.
Color.
Man, fix that joint up nice for me. Man. Get out here, put that stuff to the side. Because I realized this. So I was one of the ones that should be mad or get upset with people if I call home and ask you to send some pictures, send some money, and you ain't do it right then and there. So I would call, you heard it? No, not yet. Why you? So when I come home, I realize, man, ain't enough time in the day. Man, that time be going by so fast. So I start realizing, like, man.
Having to run errands alone, you be like, dang, 3-4 hours is done. Just driving around this much.
So I'm like, bro.
So you understand now. So thank you, because some people might be watching this inside. Understand that have patience with us too on the outside.
Man, another thing I learned. Ain't a lot of money out here. If you ain't selling drugs, you regular working, for those in jail, listen to me, man. Your homies out there, they go get them the cheap clothes, go make it look good. They ain't got no money out here, boy. It's rough, it's tough out here.
They did a lot of people check to check.
But I always tell people, I said, boy, it's hard out here, but I'd rather be out here where it's harder to be in there with all that bull crap, right? But ain't no lot of money out here, man. It's not a lot of money. Even with me, I got my son in the Fed, his co-defendant's cousin in the Fed.
Damn.
Mike George, my co-defendant, Walt, that's 5 people. I got my partner, Baby from Pensacola, that's 6. I got my Muslim brother from Baltimore, that's 7.
Good Lord.
I got my partner, DJ, that's 8. Man, I got at least 10 people that I send money to. Oh, wow. Fed of the state.
Man. That's a blessing. Man, that's just giving money out.
Wow.
Yeah, but what I get mad. Because when bills come, boy.
You're like, man, that's $68 I could have, man.
Joker, I respect every woman and man that lease, rent, own a home. I didn't realize it takes so much, bro, to keep your house up. You got to buy all these house or whole stuff.
Yeah, Home Depot and Lowe's is like, man,
bro, go and get the Fabulous.
At least he came home and did it good. That's a good thing.
That stuff added. Then you got to put groceries in the house, and then if you got children, man, you got to make sure you feed these children. Bro, it's a lot. And now I realize like these single parents need help, bro.
Yeah, they do.
So a lot of these guys call home from jail and be begging for money, get mad when they don't send that money, but it ain't a lot of money, man.
Yeah, that's to just give away like that.
So what I do, like when I have my little spending money, if I say, okay, this week here, I might have $1,000 from after the YouTube, I might put to the side. After I've been have all my bill money, my saving money, I might say, okay, I'm gonna use this $1,000 for the week. So if I don't do nothing that week, then I know when certain people call, yeah, I got you, I'm gonna send it right then now. But then sometime I be like, boy, I'm about to go on a trip. I'm gonna try to, like, today my son called. On July 6th, they bring them in some special hot sausage sandwiches and trays and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got you. Because that's something they get like once a year, I think.
Yeah, July 4th.
And then it's co-defendant too. I got to make sure they both of them good. Man, so then I got a 2-year-old out here. Man. I ain't gonna add him in equal. I got a 2-year-old.
Yeah, that's brand new. That's a baby.
Yeah, bro. So, man.
I'm curious. You said you came home expected to have a check from Cash Money.
Yeah, I did.
You came home. Turk came home. And finally, BG came home, and baby was there. The phones is out, the necklace. Was that what you saw? What happened with BG was technically what you expected.
Why you gotta laugh, bro? You gotta laugh.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I just remember seeing the video.
So this the thing though. In jail we all gonna fantasize what we want. I'm thinking I'm gonna have that white on white or Rolls or that Phantom, whatever, gonna pull up, right? But then you also think I got immediate release too.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, so us in jail, we always, and I must want the cameras rolling when I got out.
You did want the cameras rolling?
Yeah, I wanted all that.
Oh, you did?
But when them people say immediate release, gotta go.
Yeah, you can't wait, you can't call nobody. You just gotta.
I'm out, I gotta go. I get on outside and do all that. But yeah, man, I like Jizzle got that welcome home like that.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Last thing before we get out of here, man, I just gotta get your last take. This year celebrates 250 years America has been America, the United States. Do you feel that they, became a country? Slavery wasn't abolished until 1865 and stuff like that. But do you feel America got the prison system right 250 years later?
No, not at all. Because
I'm about to say prisons. Don't you feel are needed?
No.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I feel more programs are needed.
Facts. I agree with that.
Because when you instead of building these prisons, you definitely instead of warehousing our people and we getting these Buck Rogers numbers. But what about programs to help people? Anger man, different stuff that. And I always tell people, you can't just have a one-time, like how we go talk to the children. We can't just talk to one. You got to over and over and be in it because the people have a short attention span out here, right? But building prisons is not that's more back to the slavery. Yeah. Back to how you see America when they kidnapped our ancestors or great grandmas and grandpas and all them people and brought them over here. And that's another thing. My mama used to say it, grandmas, grandfathers, all other people family say this here. And they know we selling drugs. I don't want that dirty money. They got blood on that money. I don't want that money.
All this money dirty.
America money is the most bloody and dirtiest money. But they go run and get that. They be happy that the master children get them money.
Yeah.
They take that quick.
Come on.
Blood, sweat, and tears, our people lynched, raped, like separated. Like, what would get me? I like to watch the movies, but would get me, and I'd be wondering, like, when they were separating these families, children, did they ever see their family get on? Like, you just out there lost somewhere, you don't know where that stuff was crazy.
Yeah, there's the last guy I had in here by the name of T. Wynn. He was speaking on a movie that he watched back in the kid that kind of showed him what slavery was. He got the name of it wrong, so I'm gonna say it now. It's called Mandingo. Have you ever seen the movie Mandingo?
No, I'm going to watch that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link for it so you can watch it.
No, I need to watch it on the screen. I got a big TV. I don't want to watch it on the phone. It's my link.
I mean, screen share.
I don't know how to do all that yet, Joker. All
right, well, it's called Mandingo.
Is that on Tubi, Netflix?
I'm sure you'll be able to find it somewhere, but it's called Mandingo. 1975 it was made. Yeah, that one right there is a hard watch, man. Just to show you what slavery was really like with the separation of families. But okay, well, with that being said, all right, 250 years, America still. We'll see how it looks in 250 more years from now, in 500 years. We'll see if we get this prison system thing right.
In jail is. In 100 years from now, all us gonna be dead.
Hey, things may not matter as much.
Yeah, all of us right now, in 100 years from now, we gonna be dead.
I mean, maybe y'all, but I might figure something out.
Not me.
42.
So you'll be 142.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure something out. With AI, I'm gonna figure something out.
Better hurry up. So time's a ticket, brother.
Time's a ticket. With that being said, like I said, man, Terrence Gangster Williams, man, you back on the channel. You back on the.
All right, that's it for him, y'all. But I think Karmelo gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be great. So let me go to now. What do y'all think about Nolan? Please, y'all. What do y'all think about Nolan, y'all? I watched the video that Ray sent me this morning, and you can hear some arguing in that video. Now, y'all, I don't know if it's true or not, right? But I did see a video this morning on Instagram that someone said that the stepmama, not the biological mother, the stepmother of one of those boys is an attorney, and she took down her social media site. She took it down. So let's go to this.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but we are back in the building. We're just gonna pick up where we left off, right? As you guys heard the news article, I'm actually going to play it again. But
I don't
these
know. I
are
just
the
feel like it's
people
suspicious to
that
me. It just ain't right.
Nolan was with, right?
Hold on.
Nolan was with 3 white boys, and he was the only black person when they went out on this boat trip, right? And only 3 came back.
Facts.
But then again, the news article said that people should come forward if you know anybody, but they haven't mentioned that they are questioning the 3 white boys that was with Nolan when he went out there on this boat trip, and those 3 came back without Nolan, and they didn't even notify authorities.
You know, if you were one of the group that was with him, or if you were on the island and you were there and saw anything, please don't be afraid to come forward and tell the authorities exactly what you know, no matter what you might think might be some consequences or whatnot. But it's very important right now in these critical moments that we get truthful, confirmable information.
Now, the family and also Jackson County Sheriff's Department is looking for any information or any photos or videos that could have helped and could help pinpoint a timeline out there on the island on July 4th. If you were out there celebrating on Horn Island on Independence Day and you have any...
I think the damn 3 boys that was with Nolan need to be talking to the investigators. That's who I think they need to be talking to, because even... First of all, why you got Nolan phone, right? I want to know who gave Nolan phone to the mother. Who had that phone? When you gave the mother the phone, did you tell the mother what happened? Did you explain to her what happened? I mean, y'all all wanted a trip together. Okay? If you say he was last seen with a girl, he was telling you he was going with the girl, whatever the case may be, I don't know. I would have said, no, man, we ain't come here for that. We came here to enjoy ourselves, just us. No, don't worry about no woman. Don't do this, don't do that. Did y'all try to talk to him for him to not go with the woman? What really happened? And then I watched the video on Instagram this morning, and somebody was saying the mother was telling them, don't post her son pictures. Y'all ain't even came forward to say where my son is, what happened to my son. Don't post anything about my son. And is I mad at her for saying that? Absolutely not. Don't post nothing about my son. My son went on vacation with y'all and he didn't return. So no, don't post my damn child. I agree with the mother. She have every right to feel that way. Y'all motherfuckers. And if y'all remember 2018, y'all, of that story when that black lady had a sleepover with all them white girls and the lady ended up in the backyard dead? Do y'all remember that? That was in 2018. And they try to say that she OD'd or got drunk or something like that. Y'all remember that story? That black girl that never make it back to her family, that she went to that sleepover with all them white people. Let me know if y'all remember that one. That was in 2018. I remember that.
Anything that you feel like could prove or point
to
a person or timeline, it is asked that you send that in to the Jackson County Sheriff's Department.
But my question is, why are y'all not asking the people that he was with?
One of my daughters talked to me on the phone this morning. She said, Mommy, I would never let my kids go nowhere with no all white people. She said, I'm not saying all of them is bad, but she said, no, I would never let my daughter. No, not my daughters. No, No, my daughter know about the Karmelo. She been keeping up with that. We talked about that too. She know about this story here. No.
Like, I get it. It could be somebody else that was out
there.
Yes,
I remember that.
On this boat trip, other people around, they probably could have seen what happened.
Yes, Ray.
But the people that he was with know exactly what happened to Nolan. Why are y'all not asking them?
There,
Right? This doesn't make sense to me. This sounds very.
Wait, you said the YouTube girl? What, she got a YouTube channel or something, Ray Ray? Is that what you saying, girl? What in the world? This is too much. Another story, especially when it is one black person and the rest of them are white. Shaking my head. Yes, absolutely, I agree. Hello, Royal D. Martin chat. I remember the sleep and the black woman died. Yep, that's the story. Yep, that's the story. That happened back in 2018. Yep, they was all sitting on the couch. She was in the middle, and that girl ended up in the backyard of that same house that she was in with all them white people. That girl ended up dead, and they let. I don't know what happened with the story, but I never heard nothing about the story. You know, I don't know what her family. You know, what the family did speak out and say it was suspicious, but I don't know what happened to it after that, because I never heard anything about it. But it took me back to that story when this story came out.
Very fishy, right? Nolan's mother confirms that the body was found earlier today. Was her son after he went missing on July 4th near Horn Island, Mississippi, during a trip with friends. This is his mother. She said, "I want to thank our family, friends, community, the United Navy, local law enforcement, everyone involved for all of the love, support, resources over the last few days. His father, our family, friends, we are absolutely devastated. My heart broken for my sweet son who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Sis. Nolan was a Happy special Tuesday soul. To you, love. God took his time creating our son. I ask that you please give me and my family time.
Never arrested for that case. Nobody.
Breathe. Man, this is sad. This is sad, family. This doesn't make sense to me. But we already know what this is, family. We're not dumb. We're not dumb. Those three white boys know exactly what happened to Nolan.
Facts.
Because these boys came back with Nolan's phone, but Nolan wasn't with them. Make that make sense. How did these three boys come back to shore with Nolan's phone without Nolan? And
that's what I said too. How did they get his phone? Now, we all know everybody loves their goddamn phone. We know that we're not going nowhere without our phone. We're not going to leave our phone. How did they get his phone? And do they live in the same town as the mother? And they knew where the mother lived and they took the phone? But again, a lot of them has been deleting their social media. And from what I'm hearing, they all got attorneys. Why would y'all all get attorneys if nothing didn't happen? And again, I watched on Instagram this morning that one of these boys, I don't know which boy is it, but one of these boys, their stepmother is a judge. That's allegedly. That's what I seen on Instagram this morning because someone did a video and I watched it.
And they don't know what happened, so Nolan just magically disappeared.
Hey, Miss Virgo.
Why are these three are not suspects in this case? These should be suspects. We need to stop saying friends. We should say three suspects in this case. Because every time I see a case like this or a story like this, when it's one black person around all these white people, somehow the black person ended up disappearing somewhere, falling over a balcony, lynched from a tree.
Yeah.
This doesn't even make sense to me. But salute to the family, salute to the chat. We are back in the building, family. We are back. We are back and we are cooking. Salute to you guys. All right, so
tell me about your son.
I'm sick
Here
of
we
him.
go with these people. I don't even want to see them no more. I'm sick of seeing them.
He said, I'm sick of them too.
WLOX News Now Midday starts with breaking news. Breaking news, a body has been found on Horn Island near where missing 18-year-old Nolan Wells went missing. Search crews like this one you see here in the air have been searching for him for more than 40 hours now. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brandy McGill. Will Polston has been on the scene at a command post in Jackson County all morning as they search, and he now joins us live. Good morning to you, Will.
Hey, good morning, Brandy. We got word here just at about 8:45 that there was a body found on Horn Island, and the officials are now working on bringing that back. Now, as of right now, we do not have an identity of the body that was found, but I can confirm that Nolan Wells' family is here at the Lake Mars boat launch. Now, they've asked us not to show the camera in that direction right now of the family grieving. There is quite a bit of family and friends here from Nolan's family, but like I said, we do not have identity as of right
now. I believe that. I believe that, James. I believe that's exactly what they're going to say. I definitely do believe that. But I hope the mother keep fighting, if she know her son, was not a drunk like that. Miss D, I hit the like button before I spoke. Thank you so much, sweetie. Appreciate that. This is sad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Of right now, Sheriff Ledbetter did confirm that a park ranger ended up finding the body that was found. And the coroner was here earlier and has since left. They left right at about 10 o'clock, just after 10 a.m., waiting on getting official confirmation on the identity, cause of death, and everything else in between.
Bro,
of course,
this is
as we
crazy,
find out more information, we're going to be updating you on our website at WLOX.com. But as of right now, a really somber scene as the family all gathered around, hugging and trying to enjoy each other's company during a somber time.
Bro, this
still
is
waiting
sad,
to find
bro.
out the official identification of the body found, though. Reporting live in Jackson County, Will Polston, WLOX News Now.
Well, thank you so much for that. So Nolan Wells, he's also a football player at Southwest Mississippi Community College,
yeah, so much
SMCC, also putting out a statement asking their community to pray for his return.
Bro, those three demons know exactly what happened to Nolan, bro.
Yep.
You're not finna tell me nothing else. Those three demons that went out on their boat trip with Nolan and didn't return with him, didn't know police, they didn't notify authorities, they didn't call Nolan's parents or nothing. They just showed back up with Nolan not with them. And it took them people 2 days to find Nolan. And let me guess, it was a suicide. Let me guess.
Exactly.
You know what they like to say when black people wind up missing when they're around a group of black people? It was just a story not too long ago, family, of this black boy was in the middle of a lake with some white people. They left him in there because they knew he couldn't swim. They was laughing at him. So
I seen it. Y'all see that story? I think Ray sent me that story today, and she brought that shit back to me. Yeah, the white people was laughing at that black boy that he couldn't swim. That ain't been long happened. Did y'all remember that story?
White family had to come pull him to shore, put him on a boat because they left him out there laughing at him because he couldn't swim.
Yep.
This is so dangerous. Like, you have to be careful who you surround yourself around.
Hey, Auntie
like
OG.
If you the only person in a all white friend group, bro, it is not going. That's a red flag. I'm not saying that you can't have white friends. I'm not saying that, you can't be cool with white people. I'm not saying none of that. But we seeing too many stories of these black people disappearing with their white friend group.
Mm-hmm.
And these people just come back to shore without Nolan, with his cell phone. But they out here, the news talking about if anybody got any information on what happened, they know exactly what happened. What the fuck do you mean? They know what happened to Nolan. If I go out of town somewhere.
James, I agree with you. I agree with that. He said, in my opinion, those boys was jealous of Nolan. He was attracting those girls. Yep. Mm-hmm. Facts, there's too many stories. Yes, it is. Who has the phone now? The mother. The mother has the phone. And you know what, y'all? Wonder did her mother and her son share tracking? You know what I'm saying? Because she could see where his phone pinged at last when he was there. it might exactly not tell her where, who he was with, but if they share, like my daughter share trackers with my granddaughter. My granddaughter just left for college a day ago. She's definitely have a tracking on her daughter, okay, while she's there for college for the summer, okay, until she returns home, right? She have a tracking to track her daughter movements while she's on that campus, because we want to make sure my granddaughter is safe, right? So she have a tracking of everything. I spoke to my daughter this morning to make sure she had it on her phone, and she said, yes, mommy, I has it. So did the mother have a tracking, to track her son down, because she could see where it pinned at last, where her son was at. Now, I did see a picture. I don't know if it's true or not, right? But I seen a picture that someone shared on Facebook that he was seen with a girl with another white boy in that picture. I don't know if y'all seen that picture yet, but I did see that picture. Now, I don't know if that picture was AI. I don't know, but I did see that picture this morning.
Somewhere with my friend, if we go anywhere, we are going to keep a head count on everybody. Hey, what's so-and-so at? They went to the restroom. Are we going to wait on them?
Facts.
We all got to move as one, as a unit.
That's right.
We're not finna go fly somewhere or go on a boat trip and we come back and everybody ain't accounted for. They don't even make sense, especially with black people. Yeah, what's the name at? Oh, he in the bathroom. Oh, we're gonna wait on him to get back on the boat. Mm-hmm. We don't just come back and just leave somebody where they was at and then kind of find out they dead. What the fuck is this shit? Man, this is sad, bro. This is sad. This is really sad.
Yeah, it is. And what did they tell the mother? What did they tell the mother? Whoever
every other day we hear the story
what did they say to the mother?
A black person winding up missing around a group of white people, bro.
Nolan Xavier Wells, there has been a body found near Horn Island. Authorities have not yet confirmed if it is him or not. They will need to confirm that with the coroner's office. This is very sad. I can't see how it's not him.
Is him.
Because then we have a whole nother potential crime on our hands if it's another body. I think there needs to be a full investigation. I think his friends have to answer for what happened. I don't see how you could possibly be on a boat, something so small, and with just 3 other friends or whatnot, and nobody knows anything. Now they're saying
Virgo.
He went off with a girl or whatnot or something like that. And it's like, well, who is this girl? Where is she? His cell phone was.
Yes, they all deleted their social media accounts and they lawyered up. Everybody's social media account is gone. And as I said, I don't know if it's factual or not, but one of those boys' stepmama was a judge, and they said she deleted her account, and somebody even put a picture up of her. Yes, I seen it today.
Was recovered or was on the boat. So who goes anywhere without their phone these days? There's just so many unanswered questions that need to be answered. Please pray for his family. Secret Service, Sam out. Sam.
Yeah, bro, this is sad, bro. Nolan was 18 years old, football star.
Yes. Another Karmelo.
On his way to make something of himself. He go on a boat trip with a bunch of white dudes. They dragging his body out the water. The mother already came out and confirmed that's her son. And again, I want to give my condolences to this family. Rest in peace to Nolan, bro. This is a sad case. We see stories like this all the time. These type of stories don't get national news. If we don't talk about family, if we don't cover stories like this, nobody will give a damn about Nolan. We have to shine the light on Nolan and speak about this. And parents got to be careful who you allowing your children to hang around. Y'all move to these communities with these YT people and y'all think y'all safe because y'all surrounded with these people. These people have evil intentions. They play like they cool. They act like they like black people, but they don't defend you. They don't come to your aid. Them 3 boys came back to shore and didn't even call Nolan's mother. How you gonna come back to shore from a boat trip and not call his mother? You got Nolan's phone, but you ain't contact the mother, authorities. Where's this girl at? If he left with the female, we need to ask the female, hey, what the hell happened to Nolan? This should be simple, family. This investigation should be, they should investigate this in 24 hours. Ask those 3 white boys what happened to Nolan. Ask the girl who was with him what happened to Nolan. How is they pulling his body out of the lake? How? In my opinion, allegedly, I believe that they unalive Nolan. I believe they unalive Nolan because we know how these white boys get when they get their little token black friend and they did something extreme and they threw him overboard. And they was hoping that nobody find the body. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe. I believe they unalive Nolan doing some crazy shit because they always like to use their token black as a target, and they threw him overboard. That's what I believe, family. That's honestly what I believe, because ain't no way in hell these guys show up back to shore without Nolan and don't notify nobody.
Facts.
They found Nolan Wells, his body, y'all. This is an update. By looking at the picture, you could pretty much fill in the blanks, but let me catch y'all up on this story. Wells was last seen during the afternoon of Saturday, July 4th, as he was celebrating the holiday with friends on the Mississippi Coast Barrier.
No, he was celebrating the holiday with snakes.
Missing. According to his friends, they didn't give really specific details. They just say he got separated, was talking to a group of girls or something like that. His mother also add that, you know, his phone wasn't located on him, so they couldn't use the phone to locate him. So some strange reason, a young adult, an 18-year-old, was separated from his phone. But a park ranger reportedly found Wells' body at the northwest end of Horn Island around 8:45 a.m. Monday. And Horn Island is not like a commercial island. You need a private boat to get there. But his mom did confirm that that was her son's body.
Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't going no motherfucking way. I need a goddamn boat to get there. You hear me? Bitch, if there ain't no wheels on the ground, fuck you, and I won't be going. I'm not fucking with no water, and I'm not fucking with no boat. I'm just so sorry. I'm not going no damn where, and I need a boat to get there. I'm so sorry.
His body. His mother, Christine, confirmed her son's death on Facebook Monday afternoon, writing, I want to thank our family, friends, community, United Cajun Navy, local law enforcement, and everyone involved for all the love, support, resources over the last few.
Oh shit, Virgo, I gotta go back and listen to that again. You hear that? I gotta go back and look at that again, because I do got the video of that. I'm gonna go back and look at it, because she said you can hear during the argument someone saying, get the fuck out my boat. Wow. Thanks for telling me that. I'm gonna go back and look at that, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Few days. His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. My heart broken for my sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son.
No,
I ask that you please give me and my family time to grieve. I know there's a lot of questions, unanswered questions.
Absolutely,
they're going to do a further investigation and gather more details, because this just seems too suspicious. Like, how come Nolan was the only one that didn't return?
That's what I'm saying. Nolan was the only one.
Yeah, send me some fucking pictures back and tell me how y'all liked y'all trip. And I wish everybody well. I hope everybody come back safe. But fuck you and your boat. I'm not going no goddamn where, and it's all goddamn water, and ain't no cars can drive me around. I'm not fucking with it, okay? I'm not. I'm scared of all that goddamn water. That's why I don't fuck with cruises. None of that type of shit. I'm scared of the water, and I'm scared of the half of the goddamn people. You can't trust these people out here no more.
One, Everybody else returned except Nolan. Really, nobody know nothing.
Facts.
They just pulling Nolan body out of the lake. Nobody know nothing.
Yep, absolutely.
This investigation shouldn't even take long. But I guarantee you,
I just gotta be honest.
They gonna say that this was a freak incident.
I ain't fucking with it.
Or this was a self-deletion. Because those 3 white boys and that girl are suspects. How is they not viewing these people as suspects? How y'all go on a boat trip and come back without Nolan? Everybody else came back except Nolan.
Right.
They dragging Nolan body out the lake. Nobody got no answers, no nothing. Everybody looking stupid.
Right. Right.
The news network talking about it. If anybody's seen anything, please come forward. Don't be afraid.
No, get them motherfuckers was with him.
You don't need to ask nobody else but the people that was on the boat with Nolan.
Facts.
They had eyes on Nolan. They had Nolan's cellular device. They got his phone. Them white boys know exactly what happened to Nolan if they didn't participate in his unaliving. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy, bro. This don't even make sense.
I believe that too, OG. I definitely believe they're gonna try that. Look at Nolan with all them white
This Nolan, he remind me of Karmelo Anthony. Hanging around all these white people.
Yeah.
Look at him hanging around.
And you know what's so sad, y'all? It's sad because sometimes you can really find people and you really, truly in your heart, you love them and you look at them, you consider them as a friend, but in their mind and in their heart, they don't have the same for you. They are a snake, but you are so confined and close them with the love and the loyalty that you have for them. You don't see the snakeness in them. And that's the sad thing about it when you out here having fun, like Nolan is having fun with these motherfuckers right now.
Around all these white people, bro. And I'm not saying you can't hang around, but you got to be careful around these people. You got to be very, very cautious because these people do not care about your well-being.
Yep, that's why
these
they lawyered
people
up.
left Nolan out there to die. This young kid will remind me of Karmelo Anthony. Life just gone. Nobody got no answers. No answers. And we supposed.
Now, y'all, let me tell you this. This morning I spoke to my daughter, right? And my daughter told me that this girl is getting ready to get married to a white guy, right? So she was asking her friends what kind of games could they play. And guess what the white girl told her? The white girl told her, let's play monkey in the middle. And all the white people started laughing. So the black people in the comments was telling her, yo, you needs to be careful. Do you know what monkey means? And she was sitting there laughing with the people in the comments, y'all. My daughter told me this morning. I'm like, baby, I know you're not telling the truth. She said, Mom, I'm serious. We trying to tell her to be careful, that these white people ain't for her. Yeah, my daughter told me that this morning.
Supposed to believe that what he just fell overboard? That's what we supposed to believe?
All right, y'all. So let's talk about Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells is the 18-year-old young man from Mississippi who has been missing since July 4th.
Salute, family. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Salute to my channel members. I am so glad to see you guys on this evening. This case right here, bro.
This is crazy.
Is so goddamn sad. So sad. And it's clear as day what happened. But they're gonna rule it a self-deletion. They're gonna rule it a freak accident.
Yeah, he was depressed.
I guarantee
he was drunk,
they would not charge those 3 boys for his unaliving. I guarantee you. There is not.
And y'all, another thing that's sad is no cameras out there on that boat island or whatever they call it. So what would they see, y'all? Is it cameras in the boats? I don't know, y'all, because I don't go on boats, you know. So is it cameras inside of the boats? Because ain't no cameras on no, poles or anything like that. So is it cameras in the boat? How would they do this? Because I was thinking about that also.
Not going to charge them boys for his unaliving or that alleged girl that he was with.
So this is Nolan, and Nolan went out on a boat on July 4th to Horn Island with his group of friends that, as you can see, none look like Nolan. These friends claim they don't know what happened. They claim that Nolan was talking to a girl. He had walked off talking to a girl. They don't recall what happened, but basically Nolan did not come back. There have been search and rescues for Nolan, and a body was found off of the portion of Horn Island where he supposedly was last seen with friends. And to give an example, I want to show you, this is what Horn Island looks like. So you obviously need a boat to get there. So if his friends
Ain't no
left
way
and he
in
wasn't on the
hell.
boat, how did
Hell
they think
no.
he was getting back home?
Exactly.
And while there have been reports that there has been a body found and it had not been identified by the police as Nolan, his grandfather has stated that it was him. So as you can see here, Christopher Wells Sr. is his grandfather. This is his mother's father. And he's saying over here, my daughter Christine and her husband prayed for a positive outcome, but they prepared themselves for the worst. And now my grandson has been found. So while the authorities have not released that it is Nolan that was found,
Yes,
Grandpa
I'm gonna
pretty
go
much
back and watch
confirmed that it was Nolan. So at this point, we can come to the conclusion that the young man probably was drowned or whatever in the water. But my issue is Black parents. We have got to stop allowing our children to be the only one.
Exactly.
It is not a badge of honor or a prize that your child is the only Black person and to see a white friend.
Exactly. And a lot of these token Blacks that be around these white people, they be doing.
I be trying to keep up with y'all comments too, y'all. James said Mississippi, shaking my head. They have a deep history of lying and deleting Black people. I heard about that. She said, look at all that water, no land, hell no. I feel the same way, girl. I ain't fucking with it. If y'all want to go, let me know how y'all did when you get back, okay? Y'all send me some pictures and everything. Y'all even make sure I'm tracking y'all down for all that good shit. Baby. Right. I'm wondering about the cameras in the area too. Right. So that's why I was asking y'all, have y'all been on boats before? Is there cameras inside of those boats? Like, because it ain't no poles or nothing out there that cameras can be on that they can try to like track him down through cameras and who he was with and what would they see? What would they see? That's crazy. Yeah, y'all can have that fucking water. Hell no, I ain't fucking with it. All that goddamn water and no land? Oh, hell no. You got me fucked all the way up. No, sir. Not Miss D, honey. I'm a scary little old bitch. I ain't doing it. I'll see y'all when y'all get back. Y'all just let me know. Is everything good? Stay in contact with me. I will stay in contact with y'all. God damn it, but I ain't going with you. That's one trip I will not go with you.
On the most trying to be accepted by their white demographic. They want to be accepted by these people. So they allow them to call them racial slurs, beat them up, do all type of crazy shit just to be cool with them. And some Black people really believe,
you're welcome, Christina.
Oh, my son hang with the white kids. Oh, my son hang with the white kids. He don't hang around. I heard parents brag about that. But when stories like this happens, no, you can't call everything. You got every excuse in the book. But instead of telling your children, hey, you got to be careful hanging around all these people. You need to get you some Black friends. Smith. You cannot be the only Black person in your friend group thinking that these people really be cool with you. Because at the end of the day, these so-called white friends, they not going to say what really happened to you.
Yep.
When you wind up missing, body in the lake, they not gonna say anything. Oh, he walked off with a girl. We don't know what happened to Nolan. That's what they're saying. They don't know nothing. Because if they known something, we would have already knew. But these supposed to be his friends. But y'all really think it's a badge of honor to hang around a bunch of white people just to say you hanging around with some white people.
And your child, you should not be comfortable with your child being the only one. And so I say all this to say that we have got to realize that our children should not be comfortable being the only Black person in a group, and we shouldn't be comfortable with it. Right. And if our child is comfortable with being the only one, there's conversations that we haven't been having that we need to have. And white people, do not get in my comments talking about this. This is not racial. This is not what it's about. Because yes, it is. We
don't care what they gotta say. We don't care. We're not waiting around on white people to be honest about no conversation.
I know that's right.
Racial. 1000%. You should not be the only Black person in an all-white friend group. It makes no sense.
Absolutely no sense.
Because these white friends would not defend you.
Absolutely not.
They would not advocate for you. You go out on a boat trip with your so-called white friends, right? And they turn on you. They coming back mute. They don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, he alleged walked away with somebody. Okay, where? So y'all just came back and it was just, everything was cool? Everything was just Kobe steady? It's just normal? Y'all take Nolan out there on the boat trip and y'all, he disappeared and y'all just come back and he's been missing since the 4th of July? We ain't got no answers.
Mm-hmm. Too many cases that we can show you precedent of Black people being the only one in the group. They end up dead, and miraculously nobody knows what happened.
Exactly. Nobody never knows.
Tamla Hosford in Georgia.
Yep.
You know, the list can go on. There was a young.
Yeah, I remember Tamla Hosford in Georgia. She was. I'm gonna show y'all that. She was at an all-white party.
That's the lady I was telling y'all about a while ago.
Party. All of a sudden, they talking about she fell over a balcony. Her body was found in the backyard.
Yep.
No
that's the lady
answers.
I was telling y'all about.
Nobody got charged. Nobody know nothing. But these are your white friends, and we should make everything about race.
Right, Miss Smith.
But these would be the same Black people that talk about, nah, I just want to hang around all white people. I don't want to be around my. See, you're not gonna wind up missing when you with your own people. And don't nobody know shit. How I'm gonna go? Think about family. If you go on a boat trip with your 3 friends, you gonna come back and you don't know no answers. You gonna leave without the person you went on this trip with? Make that make sense. So me and my 3 friends gonna go on a boat trip, and one of my friends don't come back with
James,
us.
you said you ain't
and I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Young Black man a month or so ago went out on a boat with his friends. He was the only Black guy, college student. He wasn't found. This is something that continues to happen.
Yep.
And we need to open our eyes and realize that our kids cannot be in these situations. So I'm definitely not sitting up here blaming the victim. So I don't want to think that, but I'm saying as parents, Black parents, we can't allow our children to be the only.
But the thing is, some of these Black parents, even though if we tell them what we trying to tell them, they don't want to hear it. Family, some of y'all have to realize some of these Black people are sellouts. They're Sambo.
He ain't lying.
They look at white as right. They look at their son hanging around a bunch of white kids as a badge of honor. So we can't tell these Black parents anything. They want to live around white people. They want to hang in an all-white group because they feel like that's better than hanging around Black people. So let's not get it twisted. Like everybody is on the same type of time that we on. And then when they ass wind up missing, now all of a sudden they want us to come to the rescue. But they don't want to hang around us. They alienate themselves away from Black people. But when they white friends have the opportunity to speak up for them, we don't hear nothing. Why these 3 boys not on the news giving us a statement? Why not? So we don't know nothing. Every time a situation like this happens, family, we know absolutely nothing. Nolan go out on a boating trip, and his 3 friends come back without Nolan. They got his cell phone. They didn't contact authorities. Soon they get back. They didn't even call Nolan's parents. But these are Nolan friends. These are y'all white friends. I believe they set Nolan up.
Yeah.
I believe they took Nolan out there to leave him out there. We talking about a lineage of evil people. These are descendants of slave masters, bro. These people are evil. I don't care how cool, how much they smile in your face, how many times they say, yo, 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 word to your mother. They cool. They listen to Future and Drake. These are not your people.
That's a fact.
Because if my friend, something happened to my friend, you think I'm not going to speak on it? Ain't nobody finna silence me.
I know
I'm going to get on the news and tell it. And it what's going on? I'm going to tell y'all exactly. I don't know what happened. Ooh, this happened. But every time something happen with these black people, don't nobody know shit. Don't nobody know shit. All of a sudden, don't nobody know nothing. Nolan's body is just getting picked up out the lake, and these 3 white boys don't know nothing. Exactly. We don't even know their name.
Because what happens is the friends end up not knowing what happened to your child when something goes wrong.
They know.
And it's very hard to get justice when no one's talking.
Yep.
Exactly.
R.I.P. to this young man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Nolan. He's not going to get justice. We've seen this 1,000 times. Nolan is not going to get justice, bro. Just like the rest of those black people that wind up missing when they go on these boat trips with these all white people. They not going to get justice. They not.
And you know what? I got to agree with him, y'all. It's sad to say, and it's sad to feel that way. But I definitely agree with him. I don't believe he want to get justice. I don't believe it. It's sad.
Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Yeah, Nolan had a bright future ahead of him, bro. But he was around a bunch of demons that took him out. His own friends. They don't know nothing. Don't nobody know shit.
Yeah.
Guys, good morning. Josh Gill, 5 July 2026, really important. I know you guys are going to be out on the boat today. Enjoy your day. If you're going out towards Horn Island, I need you to keep your eyes out for 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Black young man, about 6'1", 180 pounds, was last seen on that north end of Horn Island. Guys, he hasn't been found. Okay, he was last talking to a girl on that north end. He went out to Horn Island with some buddies yesterday out on a boat. He's not been heard from in close to 24 hours. So, guys, if you're out there fishing, if you're out there, jet skiing, doing whatever you guys are doing, keep your eyes out for Nolan. Family's going to be out there in the boat searching. We're going to try and get some air assets up there. We know there's surface assets around. Coast Guard's been notified. Local police have been notified. Guys, please keep your eyes out. Look at the poster. Look at the pictures. Let's see what we can do. Let's find this young boy. His mother's worried sick. Let's do what we do, guys. Love each and every one of you. Be safe. I hope you all still have 10 fingers and toes.
Yeah. They need to check those boys' cell phones. They need to check those boys' cell phones. Just like, in this case, remind me of the Karmelo Anthony case. When those black students went on their stand and lied.
Facts.
And told a bold-faced lie about Karmelo Anthony just to be accepted in a all-white group. Eddie want to be accepted. The rest of those black students that got on their stand and lie, and we seen pictures of them at Jeff Metcalf's house. He throwing them a barbecue because they got on the stand and lied.
He said a barbecue.
These token blacks are dangerous, bro. A lot of these token blacks, and I'm not talking about Nolan, but a lot of these token blacks that want to be around white people, they want to be accepted so bad. They want to find their identity so bad because their parents have brainwashed them to think that white is right. You a good boy if you hang around a bunch of white people. You better than the rest of the blacks when you hang around white people. But every time we see stories like this, they go unsolved. They never get justice when things like this happen. Never. These 3 boys are not going to get charged. I guarantee you. But if they go through their phone, they gonna see something. They gonna see something. This type of shit pisses me off.
Let's do work. Hey guys, good morning. Josh Gill.
Hey, you guys. So prayers up for this family. There's a search underway for an 18-year-old that was last seen on Horn Island in Mississippi. He went out with his friends to celebrate 4th of July. Now, they're saying a body has been found, but it has not been identified as him.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't expect his body to be found.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and ad-free videos on the YouTube Kids app. So kids can bounce the kids.
That's what I believe. I believe they went out there to set him up, throw his body out there in the lake, hoping that it just wash away somewhere far away and nobody find his body.
As of yet. And so there's still hope that it's not him. But let me tell you what's happening. Law enforcement has been searching for the 18-year-old. His name is Nolan Xavier Wells. He was last seen on Saturday, July 14th, and they're saying it was around 3 o'clock on Horn Island in Mississippi. They have discovered a body, but they're saying it's not been identified as him yet. Wells was last seen on the island reportedly during a beach trip with friends. In photos released by family, he is seen on a boat surrounded by those guys there wearing blue swim trunks, sunglasses, and no shirt. They're saying once he was reported missing, a search effort got underway involving the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, the Department of Marine Resources, the Gulf.
I don't know if they gave a statement yet, sis. I don't know, but I did see damn, y'all know the lady that y'all be in her chat. I can't remember her name. The one that used to be the prosecutor. She did a video this morning that I watched on her Instagram. And she read something the mother had said. For them boys must have been all the boys or some of the boys. They was posting her son. And she asked them to take her son picture down. Do not post her son, because y'all haven't even talked and said what happened to her son. Now, that was the mother statements. So if they're not talking to the mother, they probably haven't even talked to the authorities yet neither. I can imagine they haven't.
Islands National Seashore and the U.S. Coast Guard.
I believe that too, Kimberly. I believe they sacrificed that boy. We're not going for the bullshit. You can't just throw no case in front of us and say, "Oh, he just wind up in the lake with no answers. A freak accident.
Yes, James,
he drowned." Okay, so the people that was with him don't know. I think he was with. It shouldn't be. I think he was this. I think he was that. I think he was over there. Nolan was with these 3 white boys. Don't nobody know nothing. They got their cell phone. They didn't call the Coast Guard when they decided to come back to shore. They could have called the Coast Guard while they was out there in the waters. They decided to come back without Nolan. You think I'm finna leave my friend somewhere stranded? You think I'm finna come back home and not even call the family? Call authorities? So Nolan just disappeared without his phone. What 18-year-old is going anywhere without his phone?
That's a fact right there. Shit, that's a fact. Shit, my 13-year-old granddaughter.
This smells like a setup that went wrong.
And the United Cajun Navy. While speculation circulated about where Wells may have gone on the island, Brian Trasher with the United Cajun Navy incident pushed back on theories, saying there was some people that thought he might have wandered off into the middle of the island, maybe into the lake.
Okay, when people saying that maybe he was wandering off in the lake in the island, probably into the lake. It shouldn't be no maybe. Y'all know where Nolan went to. He's with you. It shouldn't be no speculation. He made them walked into a lake. What?
What do you mean maybe? Right.
Family, if we all together, we go on a boat trip. It's 4 of us. How is it hard to identify where any one of us is going? Oh, okay, there's Nolan. He's standing over there by the lake. We over here. We by the boat. Then all of a sudden, Nolan just disappeared and we don't know? So you telling me all 3 of y'all don't know? Let me guess, you turned your back. You didn't see nothing. Stop it.
No, you guys. See, this is when there's a bunch of young folks with some drinking and stuff, you just never know.
Yeah.
We sent people up there today, and if he was barefoot, there's no way he would have made it up there. The cactuses, there are cactuses and a lot of thorny bush. He would not have been comfortable, been able to make it to the middle of the island. He probably would have turned around and went back to the beach. So, apparently there's a lot of speculation as to what occurred. They're also saying that he was last seen around 3 p.m. and he was seen talking to some young lady. He was talking to a girl on the north end. So, there's just a lot of unanswered questions for his family. Like I said, there is a body that has.
Okay, if he was seen talking to a girl, did the friends even ask him who was the girl? What's the girl name? If he was walking off with the girl, did the friends say, well, where are you going? I think you maybe should not go with her. Put him to the side. You don't know her that well. I mean, that's what I would do if we all together as friends. And if my friends try to go off with a nigga or whatever, I'm going to tell them, nah, you just met this man. You don't know this man. We came together. We have to be together. Let him go where he want to go, or whatever like that. I'm not going to just sit there and watch my friend walk off. Now, if she chooses still to walk off, what I would do if I got contact with her family, I'm going to contact her family right away. Listen, such and such walked off. She met this guy. We try to talk to her. We try to tell her, don't go. She still went. Could you call her? I'm going to do some things like that. I'm just not going to say, fuck her, let her go on about her business. No, because we came together and I care about her safety. Even I would do some shit like take a picture of the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Because sometimes you got to think quick when shit like this is going on. Because you never know what can transpire after this. At least you can say, okay, I called somebody in the family. I got a picture of the guy. Send the parents or a sister or uncle, somebody, a picture of the guy. Do something. I mean, these boys didn't do shit.
Has been discovered, but
it shouldn't be no unanswered questions. Either these 3 white boys know exactly what happened to him or that girl saw what happened to him. If he was with a girl, she know exactly where he was at. It's not like Nolan was out there by himself. These people really think we stupid. If everybody was around Nolan and they got eyes on Nolan, they keep talking about, oh, maybe he was with a girl at 3 o'clock. This girl said. So that means eyes was on Nolan.
Well, far as I know, Miss Smith, they didn't speak out. I don't know if they spoke out or not. I know the mama asked them to take her goddamn son's picture down, because they had, I don't know if all 3 of them, 1 or 2 of them, but they post her son picture, and she asked them to take it down and don't speak on her son.
And then all of a sudden, Nolan body is floating in the lake, floating in the ocean. And then they just drive the boat back to the shore like everything's cool. Yeah, we just going to leave our friend out there in the ocean dead. We not even going to try to search for him or nothing. We just going to come back to shore like everything's all good. Man, I don't know when y'all going to learn.
We have not identified it as him as of yet. His mother is worried sick. Of course she is. Her and his dad, Elmore Wansley. His father, Elmore Wansley, and I are not okay. Right. That's what his mom, Christine Wansley, said in a Monday morning post. We have so many questions. Our hearts are breaking. We keep waiting for Nolan to walk through that door with his beautiful smile and a joke, of course. We just pray our son is alive and safe. Again, we are looking for any pictures, video footage around 4:30 p.m. or later. I just don't know how you could be with a group of people and just one person suddenly goes missing.
Exactly.
That's something I always tell my daughter. Well, she's 26 today. Happy birthday, baby. I always tell her, y'all need to stay together. Like, young people don't realize the importance and the strength in numbers. You don't just go wandering off in strange places by yourself. So we're going to keep prayers up, you guys. Let's send out prayers to this family. Let's hope that he is found and the body that they discovered is not him. Send up prayers. And yeah, I hope this turns out not to be a tragedy. And I'll see you on the next video.
It's him. They already found out. The mother identified that it's him. The grandfather identified that it was him. And he's no longer with us. Rest in peace to Nolan. Right? Because this is a sad case, bro. Nobody got no answers about nothing, which is crazy to me. I don't understand this. How nobody gonna know shit? His body just wind up in the ocean. Nobody know nothing.
Now, see, I told you don't come in my chat today with that bullshit. I told you don't do that shit. All right? Because you pissing me off again. You did the same shit yesterday. Okay? You come in my chat trolling. Yesterday you said the man had PTSD. The man this, the man that. Let me ask you a question. Are you white or black? I need to know that with you. Because, see, I'm going to block you soon because you get on my nerve. Why would you say he may have been on drugs? Maybe he took some drugs with the girl. His mother never... Come on. This boy is an athlete. Why would he be on drugs? Why would he be on drugs? You always coming over here fucking trolling. Just stay out of my chat because you pisses me the fuck off. Is you white? Because I think you are. And I think you a racist motherfucker. You pissing me off. You pissed me off yesterday and you pissing me off today. Okay? Now, see, yesterday I timed your ass the fuck out because you got on my nerve yesterday. You make me say shit I don't want to fucking say. Talking about something he may be on drugs. No, I doubt that very seriously. I doubt it very seriously. And that's how y'all look at us. Y'all look at us being on drugs, being drunks and all that motherfucking shit. All black. Listen, white people do more fucking drugs than black people do. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get that fucked up. Okay? Shit. Don't come over here with your bullshit now. I done told you. I done told you now. I'm not the right one now. Go ahead on now. Shit. Don't come over here. Now you're gonna make me say some shit that I don't want to say to you now. Go ahead, because I try to be nice, but don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I think you need to find something safe to do and stay out of my chat. Go find somebody else's chat to go in. Maybe they'll like you over there. I don't like you over here. Shit made me forgot what the fuck I was doing. God damn it. Let me see. Shit.
Exactly. I believe they never liked him neither. I believe they probably were jealous of him because you know how those white boys get when you get with they females. Nolan, they said that Nolan was like a ladies' man. You know, I just showed you guys a clip of him partying with a bunch of white girls. So no telling. No telling. But do y'all remember this girl right here?
I'm tired of y'all trying to put all black people down.
Do y'all remember this case?
Yeah, we
right
got
here,
some black
Tamala.
people may be on drugs, and they not all bad people. Some people went through a lot in their life, and they turn to drugs. You just never know people's situations, okay? And what the fuck is you talking about? Let me tell you something. If he was on had a pill, maybe the fucking girl gave it to him. Because as he taking them, no. This boy was a perfect kid. He was an athlete in college, doing things for himself. Went out on a trip with some snakes that he thought he can fucking trust and couldn't trust them. Now, being that you in my chat, let me ask you a fucking question. You see this black girl right here that's sitting with all these white motherfuckers right here? What you gonna say? She took pills too? Or what you should say, did they give her pills to take? Since you want to talk about that shit, Shit.
After reopening the investigation into the death of Tamla last year in Georgia, right? No charges will be filed in the case of 40-year-old mother of 5. Family. Guys, make sure we smash that like button. Smash that like button. We got over 300 viewers in the building. Let's get 300 likes, family. Let's get 300 likes. Let's get the word out there. Because I'm telling you, family, if black media, if we don't cover it, if we don't discuss it, if we don't talk about it, it will go under the radar. They is not going to heavily investigate.
Damn, Ray timed them out yesterday and they came back today. God damn, they just keep messing with me. They keep coming over, and I try not to say what I wanted to say yesterday. God damn, when I want to be nice, just let me be nice. Shit. I ain't even want to ask him that yesterday, but I asked him today, is you white? Because you sound like you're white, okay? With your fucking splurge ass goddamn comments, thinking somebody's stupid, thinking somebody don't pick up on what the fuck you say. I know you're a white person. I know you is. I just know you is, okay? You ain't got to tell me, because I already know that you are. And I know that you're racist, okay? That's why you said something to this boy on drugs, okay? Please stop it. Go somewhere else. Cause see, I ride you like a horse.
It's three white boys and a black guy. What they do? They're not going to investigate. I'm showing you guys Tamla. Y'all remember this story that went viral? Right? And they said they reopened this investigation. No charges will be filed in the case of 40-year-old mother of 5 found face down in the backyard of her friend's home the morning after an adult sleepover party.
Yep, sure did. The lady had 5 kids.
She's the only black friend, and nobody know nothing. Nobody got charged.
Nobody.
She's found face down in the backyard, and ain't nobody been charged.
That's crazy.
Nobody knows shit. But according to documents, right, obtained by Rolling Stone's, investigation surrounding Horsford death has continued to be muddied by scandals within the police department, unanswered questions about the toxicology report. Horsford was found on November 4th, 2018, the morning after a birthday celebration held by the homeowner, Jenny.
She said, D, my side hurt. I can't take it no more. I don't like when they mess with me, Miss Smith.
Yeah, they said nice. She fell over the balcony.
They come here fucking with me.
As details of the case come out, it became clear that multiple parts of the investigation had gone wrong. According to the assumption that Horford's death was the result of an accident and not foul play. Okay, what's the incident? The crime scene had not been preserved. Evidence of witnesses have not immediately interviewed. How the fuck you ain't interviewed them?
Facts.
Autopsy. Only a handful of autopsy photos was taken by the medical examiner. The public largely focused on Jose, the boyfriend of the homeowner, and party host. How is this not? So the black girl, this black girl woman just end up unalived in the backyard and nobody got no answers?
Facts. Yep. I remember this story like it was yesterday. They all was
nobody
snakes.
Got no answers.
Just like Nolan friends.
Man, this is sad, family. Like this, what's going on? These bodies just missing, people becoming unalive, ain't nobody. And when you're around white people, don't nobody got no answers. Nobody know nothing.
Nope, they go on mute.
Nobody know nothing.
Nothing.
And let's talk about our sister right here that was found lynched in Florida.
The Michigan woman in South Florida has gained a lot of attention online. Now, a family member is pleading for answers after deputies say that they found her sister dead near Gwen Cherry Park in Miami-Dade County last week. Detectives say that their investigation found no evidence of foul play and say that it appears that she died by suicide.
Sure,
The woman's
sure she
sister,
did.
however, strongly disputes that.
If anybody knew that my sister Tonae Nicole, that's the last thing she would do. That's the last thing she's thinking about. She loved life too much.
Deputies say Tonae's body was found last Thursday morning. Investigators say her belongings were with her and they found no signs of violence. Over the past week, Miller's death has drawn growing attention on social media. Today, the NAACP and community leaders called for transparency in the investigation. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office attended today's news conference to say that the case is closed. Though they say they will review any credible new information brought forward.
Of course it's
From
closed.
the totality of the evidence gathered during this investigation, detectives found no evidence that Ms. Miller's death was the result of foul play. We understand that this does not lessen the grief.
So she drove to a Juneteenth party and lynched herself. She drove to a Juneteenth party and lynched herself. Okay, gotcha.
That loved Ms. Miller, nor does it erase the difficult questions that often follow a tragic loss.
Experts say mental health struggles can be complex and are not always visible
I'm
to
tired of all
others.
that mental
If
health
you
shit
or
now. I know
someone
it's
you
real.
is struggling, help is available by calling or texting.
Now, I know mental health is real, y'all. Don't get me wrong. But I'm tired of these officers doing that now, okay? Because you letting these killers stay out here on the street and strike again because y'all not doing y'all full investigation on these unalive bodies y'all finding out here in these deserts and shit like that. That's the first thing y'all come with. They was suicidal. They unalive themselves. We know people suffer with mental illness, but y'all can't keep letting that go on because y'all got these killers out here running the streets, running wild to find their next victim. And that's the first thing y'all come out of y'all mouth with. And y'all not giving these families closure like they deserve. And it's sad. And I'm tired of these detectives coming out here saying this shit.
988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Bro, we don't do this. We don't do this. You even heard the sister say, my sister would never do nothing like this.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover Tyler Robinson trial. I'm probably live streaming either tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah, we gonna live stream that trial. I was watching some of it today, matter of fact. But we don't hang ourselves from no tree, family. You're not finna make me believe that this girl done hung herself. She done drove to a goddamn Juneteenth party and she hung herself in the tree. That's what y'all want us to believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what they want us to believe.
You depend on God, but God.
I'm finna let y'all listen to the sister talk about this.
Team, please provide that information. I believe you can do so anonymously so that the family can get answers in our community who is deeply, deeply disturbed. And we do extend our sincere condolences to Ms. Miller's family for her loss. But please provide us with any help that you can. And I will continue to work in partnership with the Sheriff's Office as further information is developed and to continue respecting the privacy of the family. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Terry Miller. I am Tonae Nicole Miller's big sister. I'm the oldest of my family. She was not by herself. She was not alone. I shouldn't be standing here alone talking to you. I had plenty of family. She had plenty of family. My sister wasn't 28, she was 27. She was going to be 28 if you guys gave her that opportunity to do so. September 30th. She was born September 30th, 1998.
Hey, Open
This
Book.
right here, what I'm doing, I shouldn't even have this opportunity. No one even asked my
How to
permission to
get
do
up
any of
there.
this. No one has
Get
asked
up
my
with
permission
on
to
the
do
panel?
anything. All that crap y'all seeing on the media, on social media, on a text message, I don't give a damn because it's not what it is. They saying I have been told, yes, very formally by Detective Tasquez, whatever the hell his name, Juan Carlos, I don't care. But my sister committed suicide. There was no foul play. That's what he wants me to believe. But if anybody,
Yeah, we gonna cover Tyler Robinson trial. We gonna stream that. Yeah, we gonna discuss that. Free Tyler.
knew my sister Tonae Nicole, that's the last thing she would do. That's the last thing she's thinking about. She loved life too much. She was too spirited. She was too beautiful. Everything about her was too much.
She said that her sister wouldn't do nothing like this. Right? I understand that we got mental health issues,
right?
You know, in the community. I understand that. But why do this in the public? If you're going to unalive yourself, you're going to do it in the private of your home, or, you know, in jail, they probably, you know, hang themselves. But why would she go drive somewhere and then lynch herself from a tree? Shout out to MTG with the $2 super chat. Did you see the march on DC on the 4th? Unreal. Yeah, I did. I covered that yesterday. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
Yeah, that's why we're standing here, because it's had to be a tragedy instead of a party, a true celebration. But that's besides the point. Do you guys know that's a suicide, right? Yeah, it's a suicide. But there's no, I haven't been able to retrieve a police report that I've tried to get multiple times via voicemail, via email. I've called multiple times consistently. I only get that I should leave. I only get that, first of all, the police report won't be ready in 4 weeks. So it's like I said, it's a suicide. That's what I know 100%. Oh, and then I also talked to James Dale, the medical examiner. He said there's no 100% autopsy report yet either, because the toxicology was
talking
done,
so fast.
and that won't be back before 2 to 6 months. And I have to put in a special request with the medical records department to even receive it, for it to come straight through Terry. Oh, and those so-called, like I said, we had family. We had a lot of family. Vanessa Love, Michelle Love. They even came down here to see Tonae. As a sister, all I really wanted was to them. Is that really my sister? Because I know my sister wouldn't do no dumb shit like that. I know why I call it dumb? Because she would. She would talk hella trash. Tell you how much you got to live for before she would take her own fucking life, before she'll let you.
We're just seeing all these black bodies being lynched all over the place, and nobody got no answers. Everything is just foul play. Everything is just a freak incident. Nobody got no answers or nothing. You know, Nolan Wells go out there and on a boat trip with his friends. They come back without Nolan. They find his body in the ocean. Nobody know nothing.
Right.
This black girl wound up lynched on her way to a Juneteenth party. Nobody know nothing. Nobody know nothing. They never do. Nobody know anything.
That's sad.
I think this the boat that Nolan was on, or I think this the party he was at, around a bunch of Mayo people. I just don't understand how y'all feel like y'all safe when y'all around all these people. I don't feel safe when I'm around them. I guess this is Nolan right here with his friend.
Where's 18-year-old Nolan Wells? This does not look right. Look at it.
And it's like they surrounded him. It's like all of them are just like
that's what it looked like, surrounding him
in the water. Like, why are y'all?
I was saying
how
the same
all of y'all
thing.
just around him like that? Like, this is some weird ass shit.
He was
Don't
in this
cancel
picture
me,
this morning,
but
open book.
that Nolan Wells kid was exactly where he wanted to be. I don't know who needed to hear that, but he wanted to be around all them.
Yeah, he did. A lot of them do. No, those token blacks, they want to be around them white people, right? They do. They parents make sure that they be around them. That's what they do. They tell them to be around white people. They gloat about it.
Y'all, it has been confirmed that that was Nolan's body found by that fisherman, y'all. And that body was left out there. That what happened to that baby. And they came back and they knew Nolan was not there, and then they reported Nolan missing because they knew Nolan's parents were going to be looking for him. And this is so crazy because all the stories about there was a girl and a sister-in-law and a brother-in-law, all that was BS. All of it was BS. They know what happened to that baby. And now his parents have to go through this entire process alone, basically, because y'all know how Mississippi is. And one of the boys' parents is the local judge. So, you know, she done taught their children, say nothing. Say nothing. You have the right to remain silent. That is so crazy. My condolences go out to the family.
Now, from what I heard this morning, one of the boys, I don't know which one, it wasn't his biological mother. It's a judge. It's the stepmother. Now that's what I heard this morning on Instagram. Yeah, and the lady that was talking about it said they all deleted their social media sites. Everybody's social media sites is gone. And the lady that was the judge, the lady posted her picture. I was like, God damn. I guess they got the picture before they deleted the whole Instagram or Facebook, wherever it was at.
The mother, the father, if he had siblings, like, this is crazy. That was that baby body. And they know what happened to him.
They know exactly what happened to him. They know exactly what happened to him. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Nolan didn't just all of a sudden a fisher found him in the ocean and all of a sudden. No, those three boys was hoping that nobody found his body.
You welcome, sis. Oh, okay, open book. Okay, it was midnight that night. Okay.
What other easy way that you can go try to?
Yeah, open book, and we got to find out, how did the mama get that phone? Did one of those boys give the mother the phone? And if they did, what did they say to the mother when they brought the phone? You know, what was the conversation like? Maybe, you know, after the family grieve and everything, maybe she may come out and speak. But right now, we already know she's not going to do that, you know, and I understand her situation. And I understand why, you know. But I would love to know which boy took the phone and what did they say to Nolan parents.
Get rid of a body, throw it overboard in the ocean. Most people that drown or this happened to, they don't find the remains. They don't find the body. So they took Nolan out there far away, deep into the ocean, hoping that nobody find his body and say that we don't know what happened. There's no evidence. There's no body. There's no fingerprints. There's nothing.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure any type of foul play that happened to Nolan got washed away when he's been in the ocean for what, 2 days now, 2.5 days now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They ain't gonna find out nothing crazy happened to Nolan. He drowned.
Gonna be this and he probably died by drowning. I don't know if those were alcohol bottles in their hand, but they were underage drinking at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. You know how y'all go commit a crime and everybody get, you know what I'm saying, if somebody end up hurt, everybody get charged for it. I feel like this should be the scenario because it's something. It's an underlying something there. Y'all know what to do. Let's go. Jesus Christ. Prayers for the family.
Yeah, man. Like again, condolence to the family, bro. This is a sad case, bro. That boy was nothing but 18 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him, and he's just thrown away because he was hanging around the wrong group of people. Hanging around the Mayo Devils is never a good thing. It's never a good thing. We always hear stories like this every time.
Yeah, absolutely. We do.
And then nobody got no answer. What pisses me off, families, did when stuff like this happen, nobody ever got answers. Nobody know nothing. The people that Nolan was with, nobody know nothing. They just picked the boy body out the ocean and they gonna label it a freak incident. He got drowned. He been in the ocean too long, so his body have already been dissolved of any type of evidence. If your body out there in the ocean, cold as that water is, no telling how deep he was, because they had the Marines out there looking for him. It's no telling how deep he was in that water.
Yeah. Yeah.
No telling what
absolutely.
type of bugs got into his body or anything. But nobody know no answers.
So they found his body. They found Nolan's body, right? And they also stated that he was.
Oh, open book. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. I didn't know that. So maybe he, can speak out when the last time he seen him and what were their conversations like. Maybe, he can talk to the mom. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that because I didn't know that.
He was found along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, right? This is the same shit that happens all the time. It's just crazy as fuck, y'all. They say the friend also had his phone, brought the family back his phone. How the fuck you got the man's phone and y'all don't know what happened to him?
Exactly. That's
this
my thing.
Upsets me. It makes me so fucking angry because I hate when somebody try to play me like I'm stupid. These people is really trying to play us like we dumb, family. How you gonna come back with Nolan's phone and you don't know where Nolan's at? So Nolan gave one of y'all his phone, said, hold this, and he went off where? Because all three of y'all got y'all ass back on that bus, on the boat. All three of y'all made sure that y'all got back on that boat and y'all came back to shore and y'all made it home. But y'all don't know where Nolan went. Okay, we the dumb ones, family. They just gonna tell us that nobody know nothing. Nolan just wind up body floating in the ocean. His friends come back with his phone. They don't know shit. They got amnesia. Okay, cool. We got it.
That makes no sense, bro. And then the friends are relatives with the judge. It's just so many different things that's always coinciding. It's never a fucking coincidence. Don't ever in your life think this shit is coincidence. All of this shit is happening for a reason.
Exactly.
And they want that rage from us, like I said to y'all before, bro. They act like they so fucking clueless. But when everybody gets up and say fuck the police,
yep,
and say fuck the FBI and fuck all y'all, we handling our shit on our own, y'all gonna be mad as fuck, bro. They're willing to arrest you for solving shit that they're getting paid to do.
Yeah, they don't want us talking about these cases. They don't want us solving these cases. That's why they close them so fast.
Right, that's what I just said, yeah.
They close these cases so fast because they don't want nobody lingering around trying to solve these cases. That's why the Karmelo Anthony trial took 5 days.
Yep,
5 days. Even held it on a Saturday. We're not even going to give y'all the opportunity to try to see what we doing here. Foul play freak incident. That girl in Florida that lynched herself, case closed. We didn't see no foul play. They not going to do no investigation, no nothing. But if somebody try to give them any information, they're going to be like, nah, that ain't credible. They're going to throw that away. No, that don't make sense. The people on the internet just lying. They making shit up. Black people make everything about race.
Mm-hmm.
They want to act like we the dumb ones when we bring this type of shit to the forefront. Are we just talking now? Are we victim blaming? Y'all pulling the race card. How we pulling the race card when we see our people get lynched, go missing all the time, and we just supposed to act like this just a coincidence that this happened? Nolan go on a boat trip and he don't return with the people he went out there with, and nobody know nothing. That's what y'all trying to tell us? And it's something wrong with us? We pulling the race card.
Fucking times have people been lynched, or people been going outside with their fucking friends and not being found ever again.
That's
How
crazy.
many times is it going to keep on happening?
It's going to keep
That's so
happening
true.
until black people realize that these people are not your friends. They don't care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if these people was your friends, when you go missing, why they don't have no answers? Why they don't tell people where you at? Why they can't identify where your body at? That Tamala girl had face down, ass up in that in those white people homes, and nobody knew nothing. Nobody got charged. It was like 10 people there. Nobody knew nothing.
Nobody
knew nothing.
Nobody. Case went cold.
Now you have a teenager whose life is gone. These 3 white little boys went home to their fucking families.
Yup, they made sure they did.
and then brought back just his phone, no body, no story on what happened to these people's son, and he was found in a. Y'all told me they ain't dumped this little boy over the fucking man.
Man, they definitely dumped him over. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna come out and say it. They dumped Nolan's body over there, hoping that nobody found him, so they can come up with their own story. They're gonna come up with their own story. But I guarantee you, they need to search those boys' phone, which I know they're not going to do. Look at the pictures. Look at the videos. Look at the
ain't no telling. They probably deleted shit by now,
I
y'all.
guarantee you gonna find something. This is not a coincidence that these three boys made sure that they came back safely, but Nolan's body floating in the ocean. Nolan's body is floating in the ocean, but these three white boys made sure they got they happy ass on that boat and came back. And they don't have no answers for us. They have no answers for the people. They have no answer for the community. Don't even have information to give to the family. And I guarantee you, they haven't even spoken to the family. I guarantee you, those three boys ain't gave their condolences or nothing. They probably coaching them up right now that, you know, so all of them can come up with the same lie when they interrogate them. Because these are suspects. They're not witnesses. They are suspects.
That's a fact.
Y'all seen the woman who literally was rowing with her family, right? And then they had literally stopped them and got the little black boy when he was finna get left in the fucking water with his friends. So this shit happens over and over.
Y'all said the black boy at Job Corps was hung from a fence by a white boy. This was a few weeks ago. I heard about that. Job Corps let the white boy go home. Of course.
Oh yeah, I heard about that
case
too.
I seen that.
I didn't really look into it, but
do.
I heard about it.
Of course, they just go home. They close the case, and we supposed to just go on by our day, act like these black children losing their lives don't even matter.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Nolan wind up, floating in the ocean. He was with people. 3 people had eyes on him. Nobody knows nothing. Just another day.
Yep.
Just another day. We don't know nothing. But we do got his phone, though. We made sure we got his phone. Right. If they even interrogated. I'm just assuming that they gonna do what they supposed to do.
Over again, bro. And it's fucked up, man. To his family, my condolences, bro.
Cameron said she ain't going
I hope
nowhere
that y'all
with
get the real justice that y'all fucking deserve.
Man.
Them little boys shouldn't be walking and talking no fucking more. That's just what it is. I don't give no fuck. Y'all can't even give me no answer what happened to my son, bro, my family, bro.
Man.
Hey, things are different. It's 2026.
Exactly.
They want that raise, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to give it to them.
Man, exactly. That's why I salute to that sister out there in Florida in that Walmart parking lot. If they want the business, if they want the smoke, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Just like that. We're not going to play around with y'all. We're not. We are going to make sure that we live. But then again, family, you got to ask the question, when things like this happen, why we don't have a hate crime bill? I see these politicians, especially the Democrat Party, they come to black people when situations like this happen. They beg us for our vote, call us stupid fools, call us ignorant, call us every name in the book, but they not offering us a hate crime bill. We supposed to be the first people in this country to get a hate crime bill. These are hate crimes that's happening to our people. But they want us to rush to the poll to vote for what? Illegal immigration? The rainbow community? Immigrants? What y'all want us to do when our children are getting lynched? Our people are getting thrown in the ocean and ain't nobody got no damn answers. But we stupid fools. We can't vote our way out of this hatred, this evilness. What is y'all running to the polls to vote for when these people telling you that I'm not going to get you reparations? I'm not going to get you a hate crime bill. But yeah, come vote for us. Come vote for the Democrat Party because we understand your racism. But they don't do shit about the racism. They whine, complain, and cry about Trump all goddamn day. But when they see situations like this, we don't hear nothing from them. Hey, what about that hate crime bill? We know everybody need one. Hey, Kamala Harris, what's up with that reparations? Oh, this is something we got to study. They always got to study some, check with this person, leave an appointment for this person when it comes to us. But we are looking at this 18-year-old boy is gone. He lost his life. Nobody got answers, but everybody got insults towards us. But when we stand on business and take one of these cowards out of here, everybody want to scream, "Oh, y'all can't be behaving like that. Y'all can't fight hate with hate."
Facts.
Says who? We got to defend ourselves somehow, because the Democrat Party ain't going to defend us. The politicians don't give a damn about us. We've been asking for a hate crime bill. Y'all ain't got no answers. Y'all just babbling. Well, Trump doing this over there. Look at Trump. We don't give a... Trump is y'all problem. Trump ain't our problem. Y'all been having the black vote for over a century, and you mean to tell me y'all couldn't come up with one hate crime bill for us? But y'all run to the polls and vote for these people when they don't even come to our aid when we need them. But y'all want to scream that y'all part of the 92%. The 92% of what? What are these people doing for us? Symbolism? These people watching us get taken out and they ain't saying nothing. Y'all need to get to the polls and vote. If y'all want us to do something for y'all, y'all need to go to the voting booth. To do what? What are y'all going to do for us? That's what I want to know. No check, no vote. No hate crime bill, no vote. Enough with the symbolism. We don't care. You cannot run that game on me, putting a black face on me, giving me a black face and say, hey, look, we got a black person here. We got a black woman. We got a black man. No, they don't work anymore. You scammed us with Barack Obama. I don't give a damn about that no more. Giving us a black face don't mean shit anymore, family. But they got all the money for the illegal immigrants. Hey, Kamala Harris, what's up with that reparations? Oh, this is something we gotta study. You ask her about the transgender. Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we spend this to get transgender surgery for men that want to go to women's prison. But y'all out here excited about being the 92%. 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. 80% of black men voted for Kamala Harris. For what? What did you vote for? Did you what would you expect was going to happen when you voted for Kamala Harris? Because she's not a black woman. She don't represent strong black women, our black women. She don't represent us. Kamala Harris was asked, hey, are you going to do anything for black people? This woman said, no. And y'all still went to the polls. 92%. Y'all went out there and voted for her. She said, hey, Kamala Harris, are you going to do anything specifically for black people? Because we see that you do things specifically for the rainbow community, transgenders, illegal immigrants. You got all the money for illegal immigrants. You got an open checkbook for them. You got an open check. Chicago, billions of dollars. New York, billions of dollars. Boston, billions of dollars. California, billions of dollars. But Foundation of Black Americans asking for something that we owed? We owed this. We're not asking for no fucking handouts. Listen, y'all, I get it. Both parties are the same. And the reason why I don't like to when y'all bring that up, because it's like we haven't been voting for the Democrats. I mean, for the Republicans 100 years. I don't give a damn about neither party. Neither party represent us. We don't need no party. We need black unity. We are the party. We don't need to vote for nobody. Black Wall Street wasn't focusing on what the Democrat Party was going to do for them. They got rich. They ran that bag up off unity. We all we got, family. We don't need no party. We independent. We can put each other on. We got $1 trillion spending power in this country. We can make shit shape. But y'all waiting around to Jasmine Crockett, Obama, and them, all of them doing all this shucking and jiving every day. But when you ask them for situations like this, they nowhere to be found. Nobody was nowhere to be found when Karmelo Anthony was getting lynched down there in Carter County. Nobody. Everybody got something to say after the trial. Nobody was there. Jasmine Crockett, she's an attorney down there in Texas. She want to make a live stream after the trial, the day after. But I played a video. She was just in a hearing screaming about Trump. See, Trump is their problem. He's not our problem. He's their problem. They just want us to fight their problem because they want to keep us distracted. Hey, where's our hate crime bill? Our people are getting lynched out here. How it don't make sense? How's we even arguing about a hate crime bill? How? And then when you talk to some of these Democrats, black people that's Democrat, they say, well, what about Trump? See, when they don't have no answers, family, when you bring the fire to the Democrats, they want to deflect onto Trump and the Republicans.
He don't hold back. He
black people is not the voting base of the Republican Party. Stop bringing them up. Y'all are not Republicans. We don't have to talk about them. That's a deflection when y'all bring them up. When y'all bring up the Republican Party, that lets me know that you don't give a damn about black people and what we talking about. Black people has been committed and faithful to the Democrat Party for over 90 years. And when you bring this up to a politician, why y'all ain't talking to Trump about your reparations? The Republicans too. The Republicans is racist too. We know that. Ain't nobody asking them for shit. Black people wasn't loyal to the Republican Party. See, this is how the Democrat Party deflects for not doing shit to us because y'all are going to get out here and say, the Republicans too, you're not Republican. 90% of black people are not Republicans. That's not an argument. But y'all just go run to the poll blindly. When our people out here just getting lynched, they not doing nothing for us. We ask for some help from the government. They going to tell us, yeah, you make too much. You make 40, 50 grand a year. And you need some, even though you struggling in this country. But they going to tell you, no, you're making too much. Illegal immigrant cross the border. Food stamps, Section 8, voucher, free rent, monthly checks, everything. Reparations, we got to study. We got to study. We got to study. We should be focusing on ourselves, not a party. Black Wall Street was built on unity, black unity. It was so many millionaires, so many people, black people becoming millionaires in Black Wall Street, they had to destroy it, family. They couldn't distract those black people with these symbolisms. No black person coming twerking and dancing and singing. No, they was focused over there. The dollar was getting spent amongst each other. They was the powerhouse. Now, so many black people are such cowards. They don't want to speak about nothing. They don't want to stand on business. So, you know what? They just going to deflect to the Democrats. They're going to let the Democrats fight. Just give us our vote. We're going to do what we want to do with your vote. We're going to do what we want to do with your tax dollars. And we're not going to throw you no lifeline. You ask us about reparations that we owed. We're going to study it. We're going to ask for a hate crime bill. Oh, everybody, all people need. Y'all bragged about being the 92% supporting Kamala Harris. She brought you an abortion bus to her rally. Y'all bragged about being the 92% voting for Kamala Harris. She brought an abortion bus to her rally. She didn't bring black women that's attorneys, business owners, educators. She didn't bring black people that's really bankers, black people who own banks, helping people to try to get on where they can get a loan or something. They can start their business, get into trades. She didn't bring none of that. She brought you an abortion bus. And she brought you Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla to twerk in your face. And y'all ran to the polls. Y'all forgot about the black people that's getting lynched. Y'all forgot. But guess what they're going to have us do? Fighting amongst each other. Who's Republican? Who's Democrats? You both losers. You both losers. It don't matter who you vote for. Neither party is doing shit for you. The only way you're going to win in this country is if we come together. We build each other up. We have to put each other. The Democrats are putting each other on. The Republicans are putting each other on. Who putting you on? Because when you go to the poll and you vote for these people, they not putting you on. All of your favorite Democrat politicians, Cory Booker, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, who else? All of these people, they millionaires with a government job, but they worth millions. Why they don't do lectures on how to teach black people how to achieve generational wealth? Why we got to be screaming and yelling about Trump all goddamn day? I don't wake up thinking about Trump and what Trump doing.
Literally feels and looks like skin. Look at this.
Oh,
do you see that?
Baby,
it feels like I'm using like
he don't be
a moisturizing.
I'm focusing on my people. I don't. You can't scare me with the big bad Trump coming to get me. I'm good. I'm winning in life. The black people that's productive, that's winning. We're not worrying about what. See, Trump is their problem, but they want to make Trump our problem. Trump is affecting their bottom dollar, but we gotta be the guinea pigs. You go out there, you protest, you get unalive. Your family missing you. They're not going to pay. All those people that lost their lives fighting against ICE, you think the Democrat Party is going to pay for your funeral, get your kids through college? No. You're gone. You forgot about. You're done for. But we supposed to be arguing against each other about why we ain't vote for the Democrats, why we ain't vote for the Republicans, who you voted for. Let's vote for black unity. Can we try that for once? This Democrat shit ain't working out. Sitting around waiting on these people to give us what? What you think? What y'all think? That if you guys Democrats in the chat, if you're a proud Democrats and you're voting for them this coming up election, what are they going to give us? I want to know, chat. Can you let me know? Can y'all be honest? If you're part of the 92%, what are you expecting a Democrat to do for you? If you're a Republican, what are you? I don't even like bringing up a Republican because we ain't got shit to do with them. If you're a Democrat, what are you expecting? Because while we over here building, we speaking truth to power, we highlighting all the injustice shit that our people is going through. But we look at the people that's screaming and yelling at us, calling us stupid, and we ignorant, and we misogynist, and we hate black. When we got all this, we hate people, we hate women. What am I supposed to do with it? Yes, black people died at the hands of ICE. What are y'all fighting ICE for? Why?
Yo, he definitely talking facts, but I'm running over time. But we're gonna still get to some more stuff with Nolan tomorrow. I'm gonna look up some more stuff today because I see a couple of people is talking about his case. A couple of people is talking about it because I sure want to know a lot more. And I just feel like y'all, I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna be thrown under the rug. I feel like those boys is gonna get off. I do feel that way. It's sad that we have to say stuff like that, but that's just the way it is. It's the way it is. You know, it's sad that he went out there for the 4th of July thinking he was with friends, but he was with snakes, you know, and he never made it back home safely to his lovely family. Never made it back safe. And yes, we definitely have to teach our kids about these kind of people, honey, because they ain't right. Yeah, yeah, Karen. I believe it. I believe it's gonna get shoved under the rug. I definitely do believe it. They're gonna try. They're gonna try to say suicide or something like that. You know. But the mother better stay on top of that. The autopsy and if she have to, get her own private one done. You know. Get her own private one done because we never heard about what happened to the autopsy when uh the girl mother did one. What's her name, y'all? That we covered that case that she went to Tanzania. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her mother did get a private one done, but we never knew what that private one came back to be. The mother never shared that, so I don't know. Oh, Ashley, yeah. Yeah, Ashley, right. The family going to need, yeah, they definitely is. They are building up the list now. You better say it, girl. They're building it up right now as we talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yup. Yeah, you can come up. Ray, could you drop the link for open book, please? The StreamYard link for me. Wow. Where's this girl at that he was seen with? Where's the girl? Where's the damn girl at, y'all? Is she talking to the family? Mm. Wow. This is another sad case. It's just so many cases, y'all. Like I was saying earlier when I came on, it'd be so many cases I can't get to them all at one time because it's just so many. Seem like before we get finished with one case, out, you know. Hey, open book, hey sis.
Hey, D, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, girl.
D, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to come up right quick before you go. Okay. Now I wanted us to keep in mind there's another person involved in this Nolan Will situation that I don't think a lot of people are focusing on, but I'm noticing he is giving some critical information. Is the best friend. That's the one I just sent you the short of. Come to find out, that was one of his best friends that he went with to Horn Island.
So we're talking about Nolan, best friend.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. We'll wait till open book come back to finish this one. Okay, see, I didn't know Nolan went with another best friend. Did y'all know that?
Okay, I'm sorry, D. I'm back right quick.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So the guy in the short that I sent you is the best friend. His last, I don't close my other stuff, but his I think his last name is Williams. He's the one on the right. So he said they went there together and they were supposed to ride out because the only way you could get to Horn Island is if you ride out on a private boat or some type of boat from the shore to the island. So they were supposed to ride on the same boat, but the boat that the friend was on filled up really fast. So then Nolan, all this is alleged, I'm just going by what he stated in an article. Nolan got onto another boat. Now he's saying when both of the boats got there, Nolan told him, now this is the part that I just was like, Nolan told out of nowhere. Like, what made Nolan say he loved you? So he said that he saw him on the island, and he was hanging out talking to some other guys and another girl. And he said the last time he saw him was around 4 p.m.
So he saw him last at 4 p.m. and they were still on the boats, on different boats?
No, they were on the island. They arrived to the island. But my thing is, okay, they were supposed to be on the same boat. He said his boat filled up, the one he was on. So Nolan had to get on another boat. When they got there, he said that Nolan, now he's not giving to me context. He said that Nolan is telling him that he loved him.
And what would make Nolan say that?
Yeah, that's what I was confused. Like, why did he say he loved him? So then he said he saw him once they got to the island. He saw him, and he said that he was talking to a girl and some other guys. He saw him talking to a girl and some other guys. Then he said the last time that he saw him was 4 p.m.
And the last time he saw him, he was talking to the girl.
A girl and some other guys. So the guys in the picture that we're seeing that's going around, I don't even know if that's who he went with. He may have met those guys, he may have known those guys, but it seems as though, and I mean, like I said, it's all alleged that he went with his best friend. So I don't know. Like, my thing was, okay, if y'all had to ride separate boats there, then once y'all got there, why weren't y'all hanging out?
Right, if they went together. So you saying, so his friend was a black boy, right?
Uh-huh. That's the one on the right side. Now, the other guy on the left side said he texted Nolan and told him before he went down there to be careful. I don't know what made him say that. And Nolan said, okay, I will, and I'll hit you up later. Something to that effect. I don't have it in front of me right now, but something to that effect. So you got two of them. Now, both of these guys were with the family yesterday. They were out there when the family was still waiting to see if the body was Nolan's. They're out there with the family yesterday morning.
So who was out there with the family yesterday? The three white boys and the black boy?
No, the two black boys, because the other one is black too. The one I was just telling you, he sent him a text saying, be careful. It was only one of the best friends that went with him. He's black.
Okay. So that's the one was out there with the family.
Him and another guy. They were out there with the family when they were waiting to get word if they found Nolan, and when they found Nolan's body. They were out there too. Now,
but the other three boys, right, was on the boat in the picture with him. The other, what was three boys? They wasn't there, right? They was already back home.
Yeah, they were already back home. Now, I'm looking at another article that was saying that it was like those boys were saying they were leaving on a boat, and Nolan told them that he wanted to stay. I don't know how true that is. It's like so many details now starting to come out with different people talking about what happened and phone calls and all of that. So I just didn't know all of this part coming from the best friend. I didn't know this part.
Right.
So that's something else to consider. That now I'm still confused on how them. I wish we could get that information, because that would be telling too. Whoever gave her his cell phone.
Yeah, where did that cell phone thing come from? Now look at what I just sent you.
Okay. And then they were saying that the last time they saw him was after 3 p.m. Well, see, it's a big 9-hour gap. Because, see, that's something we need to find out is at what point did someone contact his mom? Because his mom, they also, let's see. Now I'm hearing this judge, she doesn't preside over criminal cases, but like family law, and things like that. I did hear that part. So I don't know about that, but yeah. But his mom called the sheriff's department to report him missing at midnight. So that's a different time frame in between 3 p.m. and midnight. That's 9 hours that he's missing. That's a 9 hour gap. So I don't know when she got the phone, when she found out. And then it was even more suspicious the breakdown of the next day. That's when they finally got the water crew involved. So now it's almost a 24-hour gap that he
Yeah, I
could
don't
have.
know what kind of judge this lady is, but I
Yeah.
think she's putting this out here to that people know that she is a judge.
Yeah.
That's why. And this is not the boy's mother. This is one of those boys' stepmother. I'm going to listen to this when I get off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, she's been in the law before, so, she be finding shit out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
All
She
this just
does.
seems
But yeah,
so.
I shared it on my shorts. And then Dee got it too if you want to show it. But I just mainly was talking about what the article said. It wasn't any like footage from them talking. But it's in the article, some of the things that they said. So that's key in this, y'all. So we gotta look at all the players. We gotta look because if we stay focused on just these boys in that one picture, then we could get our track too. So we gotta think about all the players in this thing.
Open book, when did you do the short? What day was it?
I just shared it on Instagram.
It's on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
No. Is it on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, on the shorts. But I also sent it to your Instagram too.
Yeah, okay. No, because I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it up. Oh, let me see here. So it was today, right?
Yes, it's shorts from yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Ooh, your shorts look okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right one because you got a lot of shorts up here. All right, hold on. Let me try to get it up. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. Yep, I got it. All right, let me just bring it up. Hold on, people. I got to bring it up.
By now that the body of Nolan Wells was found there at Horn Island. Now, I find this interesting that Tracy Carter, which is pictured here on the left, and Jay
Let me know if y'all can hear. Put a one
here on the right, were longtime friends of Nolan Xavier Wells, whose body searchers believe they had recovered Monday morning off the western tip of Horn Island. Now, these young men were among family and friends who comforted one another at the Lake Mars boat launch, where emergency responders staged search boats. Now, Williams, which is pictured here on the right, who was also on Horn Island for the 4th, but on a different boat from Wells, visited with Nolan shortly before he went missing. More updates coming. Stay tuned.
Wow.
Many of you have probably heard by now
So
that
I didn't know about that.
That's the best friend on the right. The guy on the left. The guy on the left is the one that had texted him. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Was this
so who do you think, open book, who do you think that may took the phone back to the mama? Because that's kind of like, what did they say to the mom when they took the phone back?
That's what I want her. I wish, because she did make a post saying she has not heard or her husband official. She wanted that. People trying to say, well, mama said this, the mama said that. I'm only looking at the things that she shared. So she shared that she had his phone. She did not share yet how she got the phone, because that That's going to be another missing right there, because depending on who gave her that phone could be another little key to unlock another clue. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. On one little article I read, it was the girlfriend. Somebody said the girlfriend took the phone to the mom. But now I'm looking, well, did the best friend find the phone? Because my thing is, how did the phone get separated from Nolan, in any off of his person? Like, if he's there,
right,
where are his clothes? Like, he had on those swimming trunks, but did he come to the island in other clothes? Did he have any bags with him, any drinks, like the little coolers? Did he have anything? Because when you go to a beach, and that beach is not close, when you're on the boat, it takes it depending on what kind of boat you ride over there. You're riding on a fast boat, it could take you about 25 to 40 minutes. If you're riding on just a little more relaxed boat, it could take 45 to 60 minutes to get from the shore to Horn Island. So you mean to tell me he just came out there with some blue boxers and a little necklace on and some flip-flops?
And another thing too, did they go out there on the 4th, or did they go there a day before the 4th and they rent a hotel? Did they rent an Airbnb, or did they just go straight there from home on the 4th of July? That's another thing too, because the mom can try to look into what hotel they was in. If they did stay at a hotel, I don't know. If they was at an Airbnb, that's what I'm saying. Did they go there the day of the 4th, or did they was there
on the 4th? Yeah, because it's in their town where they live. This is in their town, so
okay,
they wouldn't have to travel, to go anywhere. That's why the family was, able to just
got
show
there
up
so fast. Yeah, okay.
But they still, now I want to look at the scene right there, because it makes me think about that young actress. Y'all, she played on some like little cute thing, but she grew up. Her and her son were on the water. I cannot think of her name right now, and that's one way they got footage, because she actually drowned too. Her son was found on the boat, but she drowned. However, they did have some surveillance footage right there on the shore. So I'm wondering, on the shore, can they get the footage right there? Because on that beach, I don't think it's any footage right there.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you this morning. What you think about open book? Let me ask you a question. Do you think some of those boats could have cameras inside of them?
That's a possibility too. Because some people may have that just so they can watch their property. If they're porting right there at the shore, they may have some type of camera there too. And other people were recording. Like, even on that video that's going around, and they're showing like the people in the water, and that there's like this little argument. Well, we don't know for sure if he was involved in that argument.
Right.
Because on one picture, it looks like he's standing off to the back of the crowd. And then when I looked at the friends and what they were saying about him, they said he was the type to diffuse arguments. He's not one to be out there arguing like that. So people are just like making stuff up at this point, talking about he arguing. We don't know. We don't know that. He's standing around out there. But then I just find it odd. And also they said he knows how to swim. So they need to quit with this drowning stuff, because if you got
I did hear that he know how to swim. I did hear that too, that he did know how to swim.
Yeah, he knows how to swim. So if he went under with a current or something like that, you got all these people just standing around. Somebody would have seen his body go up under the water. Y'all hanging out and talking. Yes, Naya Rivera. Yes, thank you, OG. That's the one. So they had footage showing her walking from her car, getting on the boat, all of that at the shore. So they may have some footage right there with everybody parked and things like that to show who he walked in with. Did anybody ever come back, with any of his things? Like, what all did he have with him that day?
Right. Did they have a rental car? Who was driving the car? All of that. Because I'm quite sure they had to drive there to get there. So
right.
Do they have cameras who get in the car, who getting out? Yeah, all of that can be shown. And I hope they had cameras on the inside of those boats. I mean, now you said that someone said the girlfriend gave the mother the phone. Well, I never heard a girlfriend was with him. I heard that he went and meet a girl. That's what somebody said. I don't know if that's true. So how did the girlfriend get the phone if the girlfriend wasn't there?
Right. Well, I was thinking that was somebody he met there too, but like I said, that's the part that is still a gray area. I don't know about this girlfriend, who the
Yeah,
girl,
yeah,
how long they've been dating, and all that. I don't know that part yet.
yeah.
But
Me
that's
neither.
just odd. I wish his mom would at least tell us that part. And I know she grieving. Who gave her the phone? Because it reminds me of the Shanquella case. When those friends came back without Shanquella, see, they knew
Yup.
what had happened.
Yup.
They knew
Mm-hmm.
what happened, and they came to mama to see what all the mama knew. That's the thing. People can be trying to feed you info to see how much you know about the situation. Now, I don't know what all she's found in his phone also.
Right. Right. Right.
But I
Mm.
just know my eyes are on everybody. Like, I'm not just gonna focus because he was sitting on the boat with just these white boys. Not to say they're not guilty or something or don't know something, but this is another piece that we got to focus on too with these other the best friend. The best
Right.
friend
But
was.
thank you for sharing that because I didn't even know nothing about this other guy.
Yeah, I didn't either till yesterday, last night, as a matter of fact, when I found out that this guy was there with the family, a news reporter. He shared their photo. Underneath the caption, it read that this was one of the friends there that went with Nolan and saw him minutes before he disappeared. So then I went and I saw another article today. They elaborated more on what he said, that they were supposed to go down on the same boat, but his boat filled up. So Nolan had to get on another boat. Then they went to the island. And then once they got to the island, then Nolan told him, I love you. I mean, that part there, I need
Oh
to
no,
know.
I find that kind of suspicious. Why all of a sudden y'all gonna go on a trip and he gonna tell you I love you?
Exactly. Like, I'm trying to understand where that came from. Not to say people can't randomly just say, I love you, man. you know, I just, when I was reading it, I was like, okay, I'm missing
Yeah,
something.
James, they definitely gonna twist this shit around. They definitely gonna twist. Listen,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you something. If I was the mother, that black boy, he would be a suspect too. Because if something happened to my kids, I always say everybody was there that was
Right.
with my children. Y'all is all suspects. I'm not leaving none of y'all out of the equation. None of y'all.
We need to find out who. I mean, everybody's suspect. To everybody that went with them, everybody. I need to know what happened and see they were hanging around. And my thing is, two things could be correct at the same time. Now, were they at the island? Did he get on the boat and go back to the shore with someone? Did something happen to him and his body was done later? I don't know. Because on the 15th, I mean, not the 15th, the 5th, the next day, there were people at that island, which is so strange because it seems like it would have been closed down. you know, we got a
Right.
whole new person out here.
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, they would
so
have had some investigation going on, trying to find out what happened to this boy. Why would y'all still have it open? See, people things like that, they don't want to lose out on money.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's a money
So
thing.
that was suspicious. Is people the next day at this island. And so did anybody go back out there the next day and put his body out there? Like, I don't know. It's so many questions. Hold on, D.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of questions to this. See, I'm glad Open Book said something about the other boy because I never knew nothing about that other boy. Never. And that sounds strange. The boy gonna tell him, I love you. Wow. Wow. Mm. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. If that black boy knows something, those other boys know also.
Hey,
Okay.
D, I'm gonna have to hop down. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's
We'll
okay.
talk
We'll
more.
talk. Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
If that black boy knows something, the other ones know too. Trust me and believe that, y'all. They know too. They probably all in this shit together. All in this shit. I don't trust none of them. No. Lord, I can't even get in. My street is blocked off. The police still here. I'm sorry to hear that about your neighbor, Cameron. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, the black boy, he probably knows something too. Yeah. But I'm gonna look into that because I got a video I want to watch today. I'm gonna see if it's interesting to play tomorrow. So y'all, I'm going to get up off here because I got to do what I need to do for the day and get my dinner ready and watch some videos and see what I want to do tomorrow. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for timing in. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all y'all love, all y'all support, the one that supported me today. I hope he's not just a remember doing the I love you part in there. I'm like you, D. You all, yep, they all suspects. Every last one of them a suspect. Yes. Right, Philly. Right, right. Thank you, Ray Ray. Thank you so much. So I will definitely see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Have notifications on. Y'all know when I go live. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, keep God first, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.